because that's what we do. Sound was good, though, so that was cool. It was a great set. We killed it.
And that's been the cold open for episode 261 of the Vex on Vex podcast. Morning radio episode 93, Dave!
93!
So technically, we're like 6 weeks away from the Yacht Rock extravaganza.
Big to do at the Yacht Rock extravaganza.
And for those of you in the know, remember, we're going to start the program live at 7 p.m. and the show will filter into a party that begins at 8 p.m.
It's going to be a party from the jump.
I don't know about that. If it's just nice and calm in the beginning.
Oh, no, I'm going to start getting shitty at 7:02.
What'd you say?
Yacht Rock gear is required.
It is.
It is.
It's a thing.
You're not getting through that door.
I guarantee people get through the door. Anyway, hello, Hole.
Oh, hi.
Like
What's going on, man?
I think King Sam will wear an eye patch or something.
It's something.
That's applicable.
It's close enough.
It's nautical.
Nautical.
It's nautical.
Nurse Ratchet asked me last night what's appropriate. I was like, get a skirt with fucking anchors on it.
Yeah.
That'd be
Or
dope.
sailboats or something.
I was like, don't dress as Cleopatra and try to fuck one of our friends at the table.
Oh, God.
Because that doesn't go over well.
I mean,
It didn't. It ended very badly for me. You're still his fucking friend.
look, it could have ended a lot better for that dude if he had any fucking testicles.
And then
He had an open door to smash, and you know it.
Veronica Vaughn and I had a falling out over the whole thing.
Why?
30 years of friendship.
Why?
Because he's a gossip and he said some shit.
Oh.
And
Oh, he did?
the worst was assumed of me. And instead of fighting, I'm like, okay.
Why would you fight about it?
Why?
Why?
You 30 years and you assumed I did this, even though I didn't. Okay. No problem. Good luck to you. Not that I'm bitter.
She'll get over it.
I don't want it. No, I won't get over it.
Oh, now you're being petty about
Call me Tom fucking Petty. Free falling all day, motherfucker.
All day.
Running down a petty dream.
And I'll be Petty LaBelle.
That might be better.
it. That is pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Are you a Patti LaBelle fan?
I probably couldn't name 3 of her songs.
Do you celebrate her entire catalog?
I celebrate the guy's entire catalog. Must be even worse for you having the same name and everything.
How do you pick one that's just that you love? I know.
Michael Bolton? Are you related to that singer guy?
I gotta tell you.
No, it's just a coincidence. Why don't you go by Mike? Why should I change? He's the one who sucks.
I was around, and then all of a sudden, around 8th grade, it wasn't cool anymore.
He goes, this is a good name. There's nothing wrong with that name. He goes, there was nothing wrong with that name until that no talent ass clown got famous and started winning Grammys.
Do you know he made a metal record before that?
Yeah, and it's not bad.
Oh, no, it's actually pretty good.
Dude can sing.
He can sing.
I guess if you can sing, you can kind of sing almost anything.
I wouldn't know. Some of us are just good for what we do, and
Yeah.
others are just, the David Lee Roth Boosty Bob type.
Oh, did I send you that thing about David Lee Roth? About why there wasn't an Eddie Van Halen tribute tour?
You didn't, but I
You
read
saw
an
it?
entire article that the Blue Meanie posted on Facebook.
The Blue Meanie from ECW.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Blue Meanie.
because he lives in Philly, so we're friends on the Facebook.
Nice.
And he posted it. Great fucking read from Rolling Stone.
And apparently David Lee Roth, refused to acknowledge Eddie in any way.
Facts.
And then when they brought it up, he was like, get fucked. No. And then, told Michael Anthony, he's like, I'm from the streets, and I don't get... you are not. You are, in fact, not really from the streets.
That's
David Lee
no.
Roth.
Alex said that.
Okay.
And he's like,
Daniel DeStefano said, morning, guys. Just sitting here making a frozen vanilla mocha latte. Excited about the show.
Fro-yo.
Yeah. So, Dan is a coworker, and he's possibly a little too excited about his slushy machine purchase. He's really having a field day with the slushy machine.
He bought a slushy machine?
Yeah, for his house.
Is he coming to Yacht Rock? Is he bringing the slushy machine?
I mean,
Jesus.
Can you imagine liquor and slushy together at once?
we've discussed this already. Yes, it's a thing.
Should I buy a slushy machine?
Yeah. Obviously.
I found...
Look, frozen drinks, I feel like, are pretty fucking nautical.
They are, and they go to... Look, I can bring little umbrellas and the little sticks with the palm trees and shit on there.
Now I want to change my outfit to blackface and be Isaac.
I don't think you can do that. I think that's really not okay.
Why? I love Isaac. It's like
Not Isaac, the blackface part.
Is that a thing?
There's a candle for guys like you.
oh my god! I guess we're getting right into it. Okay.
Yo, you sent me that, and like, all right, I had no context when I just got the picture, and it's still immediately what I thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 4 on the list this week, we're jumping. Bath & Body Works has stopped selling a candle with a winter theme.
It's supposed to be a snowflake.
The comments online have compared it to the KKK masks.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
But it's supposed to be a snowflake.
I understand what it's supposed to be.
That don't look like no
But here's the thing.
And then it says snowed in. And there's a bunch of fucking KKK guys like, what's up? Dancing and shit?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I work for a pretty large company.
Pretty large company.
I assume that Bath & Body Works is also a fairly large company.
Fairly.
Somewhere along the line, somebody in testing or research or product development had this. Did no one see this? Was everyone like, nah, that's cool? Like, how many people's hands did that go through? And everyone was like, yeah, throw that out there. Great call. That's so bad.
I have a couple of theories about this. A, young people might be retarded.
Or
Firecan said, good morning.
Hello!
We were talking about how lovely my Tumblr is.
It is beautiful.
it is. It's fine work.
So congratulations on the lovely purchase. I have a little thing in my throat. Hold on. Here we go.
There you go. Get that out.
So they're all retarded, right? So they might not even see KKK mask when they look at it. And then you got to think about like logistics. Like there was a video I saw this morning. I don't know what they're called anymore. Is it Gen Zs are the new ones? Who's the most recent one? So the Gen Zs are like early 20s, I guess now.
Sure.
And they were like, read these band names from the 80s.
Yeah.
Kajagoogoo, Depeche Mode, Use a Rotary Phone, things like that.
Yeah.
So they're kind of over, you know. So it's nice that you let him sit at the table. No, he's retired.
He's retired, yes.
Brother Milo.
You let him sit here.
So, no one got that joke.
That's the retarded Steve.
He'd break his cage and he'd get this.
One day Bilo, he break his cage. You get this.
La 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 la. You'll never get this. I put la 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 into my last marriage. Every time I was trying to mimic what she was saying, I was like, la 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 la, you are a cheater.
Gee, I can't imagine why that failed.
Well, it was her cheating, it turns out.
I mean, yeah, it's a big part of it.
No, that was the only part of it, actually.
Yeah.
I put up with a lot of fucking shit with that fucking monster. And I was like, I'll just deal with it.
I mean, there was no
cool.
signs of this, like, pre-marriage. Like, you didn't think maybe this would go south that way.
I think she was good for a little bit. Very little, though.
When I dated her, she was perfect. Once we got engaged, she was still pretty good. The day she moved in here, she became a thunder cunt from hell.
Wow.
But she moved in months before the wedding. And then I was just like, well, what do I do? The kids registered to school. They moved. Like, I can't get out. I live here. They had to get out, and that's a problem.
You did that.
It took a long time, and I worked through it.
Happy though? You're still pretty bad.
Kid was cool, though.
Kid's still cool.
That's rough, man. That's brutal.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that at night. Good point. Thank you for bringing... You're like, that's rough, man. Back to the KKK.
Yeah. On a lighter note, back to the KKK.
So my first theory is that they're retarded. My second theory is that is all the design done in India and then just put through? Like, is it just like they took a snowflake, they stunk it down in the corner, and it looks beautiful? Is all the design done by foreign people who don't even know what the fucking KKK is?
No.
What do you mean no? Why?
No, somewhere it had to be seen by someone who should know better.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that synopsis.
How did the entire internet figure it out and nobody in the entire company did? Like, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
It is bad. It could technically be ghosts. It could be a Halloween candle.
That's really pretty ghost. Oh, South Park just never stops giving.
I saw a meme this week, and the person wrote, "I get it now. Ghosts are invisible, so you wear a sheet so you can see them."
What?
I'm just telling you what the meme was, bro.
People are not smart.
Speaking of not smart, Liam Payne, former One Direction member, dies at the age of 31 in Argentinian hotel fall.
Yeah. Dude tossed himself off the balcony.
He's a tosser,
I mean, now.
but I'm bump.
Oh, I guess there's only one direction to go off the balcony.
And then somebody posted that, but I didn't know the guy died. And then Tiffany fucking writes, "I see what you did there." And I was like, "The fuck is going on?"
That was Brandon.
Yeah, but I didn't understand what happened. I was very confused. I was like, I don't understand. And I'm like, and I kept reading. I'm like, am I dumb? I like humor. Like, why can't I figure this joke out? It was very upsetting. I didn't find out till last night when fucking Nurse Ratchet told me that guy died. I had no fucking idea.
Before Nurse Ratchet.
You the day before.
Yeah.
So,
But
apparently...
he had a lot of paraphernalia and shit in his room.
So, they said that as recently as like 2 weeks ago, apparently dude has had substance abuse issues for some time, but decided that he was gonna like get sober and stuff. And they said as recently as 2 weeks ago, he was posting on like social media saying, "I'm 6 months sober," all this stuff, and then apparently decided to just fall off the wagon in a grand and glorious way. Yeah, he didn't fall off the wagon; he fell off the balcony.
Yeah.
But hey, shit.
No, but you think he wakes up in heaven and he's like, "Oh fuck, I really didn't mean to do that."
I mean, he ruined the hotel room. They said he was belligerent in the lobby. They had to like carry him upstairs. Like it was the thing.
Yeah,
Dave, I've seen you.
Captain Ron said he went One Direction down.
Boom. Hello, Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
You drink a lot.
I drink a fair amount.
More than me.
Well, everybody drinks more than you.
Children don't. And
Just, you don't know that.
you don't know that. When you were younger, would you get twisted to the point where you didn't remember stuff the next day?
I do that now.
Really?
Yeah.
So then, him walking off of a balcony isn't that crazy, right? Because technically, if you're out of your mind and you've been sober for a minute, and then you get fucking...
Nah, because...
He was on a hard bender, it sounds like.
Yeah, he was rip roaring.
So you might be like out of it. And just
I mean,
"Ah!"
I've been on some real good tears in my day. That's not a lie. But whether or not I remember it all clearly, I mean, it gets hazy, but I may not remember specific details, but I remember majority of the events, and I'm still within myself enough that I'm somewhat in control. I can reel it in and know that I shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I should take an Uber. I'm a little banged up. Like, you never take a header off a balcony probably by accident. Like, that was probably a thing.
Tiffany, please look up how old Ozzy Osbourne is for me. This is not on the list, but this happened this week. Ozzy came out in an interview, and he said he was given...
75.
He's 75, and he was given a little bit of medication from a physician, and it kind of set him off, and now he's smoking weed and taking ketamine.
All right, cool.
At 75. And now physicians who've read that are like, "You're going to die."
When?
Hopefully you don't get in a hot tub like Matthew Perry did.
Well, they said that's when Perry died from the ketamine, so that's a thing.
Oh, well.
Does ketamine feel good?
It's weird. It's weird.
That's it?
It's very hard to explain to someone who hasn't. It's almost like you're watching yourself do shit. Like there's definitely dissociative property to it.
So could one fall off of a balcony and not comprehend they fell off of a balcony?
No, because on ketamine you kind of can't do anything.
Okay.
I can't feel my body.
Oh, fuck, I'm drowning.
Hit me in the face with a phone book.
Oh, wow.
The Super Troopers, too. When they take the drugs, because they don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah.
Farther takes the ketamine, and he's like, "Our whole body is numb, and I can't move." And so Mac just hits him in the face with a phone book.
I only saw 2 one time.
Oh, it's so good.
One's amazing.
One is Indestructible is just a flawless comedy. That movie is so good. You boys like Mexico,
dude. That scene's amazing.
Yeah,
and then
the opening of that.
That's the thing.
First 5 minutes,
and he's
brilliant.
Does he say "Holy God"? What does he say?
Mother of God.
Mother of God. And they have to go. And then they're fucking doing the.
You smell that, rabbit? Fear.
And why was he rabbit? What was that about?
That was just his name.
Interesting. Drinking the syrup is amazing.
So I had that film on DVD and I watched the bonus feature.
Yeah.
And it's them talking about like shooting certain scenes.
So was it real?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's like, I think we all got diabetes that day because they shot the scene like 6 times in a row. And each time they had to chug a bottle of syrup. And he's like, I wanted the real reaction. He's like, it's for real. It's syrup.
I'd have done it once. But then I don't know.
He said he's like, that's a real reaction when he finishes it.
Yeah.
The rabbit finishes it. He's like, wow. He's like, yeah, that's the real deal.
There had to be fake stuff that looks like syrup.
Jim Schaefer said, what up, Yacht?
Hello.
What's going on, sir?
He's missed so much. He missed the One Direction going down.
Oh, man. Straight down.
Ozzy Osbourne back on the drugs.
Is he really back on the... I mean, smoking a lot of weed is not really that big a deal, I don't think.
I said a little bit of weed. And he is 75 and he's falling apart.
And his health is shit.
It's Ozzy. He should have been dead 30 years ago, dude.
Longer than that.
Like,
we're looking at 40 now.
Ozzy's been doing it hardcore for a long time.
Did you read in that same article that we were talking about previously on this program that Ozzy and Van Halen almost made a record in 2001?
I didn't see that part, no.
Yeah.
I didn't read the article. I just saw it.
Sharon Osbourne, because they didn't have a singer. It's like they had nobody at the time. Gary Sharon was fired. Ozzy signed on to do an album with Van Halen. Van Halen was going to make the music and Ozzy was going to sing it. And there was going to be a Van Halen with Ozzy, right? And then...
I don't know that it would have worked.
According to Alex, it sounded pretty fantastic. And then the Osbourne show took off and became like a cash cow. And they were like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
I would like to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because now, every time Ozzy makes a record, it's a bunch of songs he didn't write, and they just wheel them in. That's it.
I mean, but it's Ozzy, so it's still kind of awesome.
Wine is fine, whiskey's quicker. I love it.
Suicide is slow with liquor.
I love Ozzy.
Fucking love me some Ozzy.
All right. Is it Dio or Ozzy? Who's a better vocalist?
Vocalist?
Mm-hmm. Because they're singers, it turns out.
Are you asking vocal talent or are you asking about being a frontman?
Dio's not a bad frontman. Technically, right? I'm Team Ozzy for life. Ozzy just did the leapfrog thing and held on to the microphone. Dio would walk around with his little tiny arms and do stuff. So... who's a better frontman? It might be Dio, really. And the better vocalist is Dio.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, is Dio.
I mean, in the pantheon of just vocal talent, like, you got to put that dude pretty high on the list, man.
Yeah.
Like, got to be top 5, right? Name me 4 people that are, as a vocalist, better than Dio.
Well, I always go with Freddie Mercury.
That's one. And that's everybody's, that should be everybody's.
Is Young Plant better than Dio? Because here's the thing I want to say before I finish the question, before you answer. Dio could still hit the notes at the end of his life.
Yeah,
the notes he could hit at 29, he hit at 69.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know that I put Plant up there. I don't like Led Zeppelin.
Neither do I.
So it kind of
But I have to respect, the craft. Young Axl Rose.
Axl was great.
Vocally pretty fantastic.
What about Roger Daltrey?
No. It's weird because if you don't have Daltrey, you don't get Roth. You don't get all the hair bands. He inspired all of that. Technically, he inspired Zeppelin to hire a blonde-headed singer, Robert Plant, who was really a redheaded singer, but still. Because Daltrey was like the fucking guy at the time.
Nobody wants a redheaded singer. That's a bad call. Oops.
Good for what you do.
I'm good for what I do. That's all. Some would say otherwise, but I know where I'm at. But hey.
All right, so if you're going to go for a top 5 of all-time rock vocalists, your Daltrey's on your 5.
Yeah.
No, I like Daltrey. I shouldn't talk shit. There's like a lot of those screams and shit. For me, Cornell's better than Daltrey, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, technically.
In my top 5, Lane and Chris Cornell are in my top 5.
Well, Lane's pretty fantastic. The volume alone.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah. I love that there are multiple stories of them playing large venues, and people in the front row always said that, like, you could hear him if you were up close, like on stage. You could hear just his voice.
Yeah.
Like, not through the microphone, like all like. Do you understand? That's some serious power.
That's
dude.
power.
Like, in our weird little world, like, I got that in spades. Like, I can hammer them pretty good, and I can't do that. Like,
he also had one of the greatest vocal coaches in the world, as did Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
the same guy that taught the same guy that taught fucking Heart. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's the guy.
Jim Schaefer said Chris Cornell owns sang on the Van Halen album as well, but 2017.
He's 100% right. In the same fucking article, they were jamming. They were jamming. And Eddie left to, like, do whatever. And for 45 minutes, Cornell just played bass with Alex. And Alex was like, this is the guy. And then he fucking died.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't think that record would have been as good, to be honest with you. Because if you're going to say, in the arc of his career, Audio Slave is more of a disappointment than a beautiful moment for me. There's parts I love, but there's like 3 or 4 records. There's 3 records, I believe. They're not great. They're all right.
I like. All right. They fall off. That's the thing. The first one,
Cochise, is that first single.
That whole album is fucking awesome.
It's not awesome,
It
though.
is.
It's
It is.
not.
There's not a bad song on that album. That album's fucking
Firepants
great.
said love Chris Cornell.
Like a Stone is...
Oh,
Did he do the remake of a Sinead O'Connor song?
Nothing compares to you, but
Yeah.
it's a
That's
Prince song.
Well, but I'm saying, like, he re-sang.
I gotta be honest, Sinead's version is still my favorite version. I don't give a fuck. I didn't like it when it came out in 90. I was opposed to it diametrically.
Yeah.
And even then I was like, Prince. And now I listen to it. No, dude. It's really good.
Did you like that time that I sent, this is so, like, off the whatever, I sent him, I had a Snapchat, and I had her video up after she died, and I remember I put the Snapchat filters on her face when she was singing. Why are you giving me that look?
I'll be honest, dude.
What look would you
Is
like
that
me to do?
inappropriate that I did that?
No, it made me sad.
I mean,
I have feelings.
you're asking us to define inappropriate. Wrong people to ask.
Okay, because I was going to say, I thought you were going to bring up my cup, the teacup.
Oh. Yo.
No.
All right, I guess you're hijacking the program.
Fuck
Okay.
That's fine. I'll talk about
What's your beef? All right, number one, I'm going to explain this properly.
It's creepy and weird.
Did you buy it?
I ordered it.
So Tiffany has purchased a cup made from human teeth
I ordered 2 things, actually.
around the bottom and the top, and I forget what the handle is, but there's teeth built into, like, whatever this is. They're real human fucking teeth. Now, it's macabre.
Yes, it's weird and gross.
But I'm not opposed to it.
Thank you.
I think it's interesting. It'd be,
I'm freaked out by all
a
of it.
conversation piece, and like you're very creeped out by this. Teeth aren't inherently creepy.
I find that in that context, I think they are. I find them really weird.
It's a piece of a skeleton, and we celebrate the skeletons this time of the year specifically.
Let's discuss a little further, because where did you have to order said cup from, dear?
Ecuador or something.
Not Ecuador.
Germany? So are they Jew teeth?
That's what I said.
Johnny Mac was like, Jesus Christ.
I feel like all the Jew teeth were taken over by the Allies. I do.
I'm sure they've missed a few strikes.
It's like Auschwitz, but for sucking dick.
Jim Schaefer, love you, Jim Schaefer, said, drink from the skulls of your enemies. Thank you, buddy.
that I approve of.
But that's not a skull, A.
Well, it's teeth.
B, not your enemy. And then C, Dave feels like they're Semitic.
Well, I ordered 2 things. The teacup and saucer, and then a little bonus.
How do you
bonus piece.
What's the bonus piece?
It's a jawbone that holds your food. So like when I'm looking at it, it's the bone. It's like the little.
There's something fucking wrong with you. That's weird.
Yes, there's something wrong with you, by the way, and me. So for you to point your sticky,
that's how I know.
we're fucked up.
Yes, I'm aware.
Like,
And the fucked up me is saying, yo, that's a little fucked up.
But the fucked up him's like it's a conversation.
it is a conversation piece.
Thank you.
And then I would clean it with a toothbrush.
I might floss it. I don't know.
You brush it.
They're not gonna let you floss it. I guarantee that those gaps are glued, so liquid won't come out. But you could definitely use a toothbrush in the sink.
Are you going to drink out of this thing?
I'll drink on the program with it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, maybe I should order 2.
I mean, for who?
Like, I order Chinese food. I've been eating.
I know you don't, Dave. I get it.
I've been doing takeout Chinese food since the 70s. How many rats have I eaten?
Cats more than rats, probably.
Meow. So like, but if the sauce is good and it's tender,
Fuck the cats and rats.
what do I care? Right? And then I can legally eat so much rat excrement in a year in anything I buy.
It's true.
Legally. It's totally legal. They're like, you can have a little bit.
But
So
why am I fucked up for ordering that?
'Cause
You're
it's-
fucked up too.
Yes, correct.
So what does the teacup just grind your soul? That's like it's gross.
Why don't you like hot dogs?
It's rude.
that's a fine
I get
question.
hot dog headaches #1 from all the sodium, which I just choose not to do that. I just don't like the way they smell. I feel like when I've smelled boiling hot dog water at the Moose, that just set me over the edge. But prior to that, I just don't like the smell of it. I don't like the fact that like the skin is like that, like leathery. I just don't like it.
Teeth skeeve me out, man. What do you want from me? It's weird.
I gotta be honest.
Maybe I'll feel better about it after I drink about it for a while.
You have a checkmate. Because both of you make very valid points, frankly. You know what I mean? Like, well, David's coming, so he doesn't drink. Cobalt Zero.
And Johnny Rack just went like this. Okay, whatever you want.
Of course he did.
No.
I buy drunk kids all the time.
But he's a loving, supporting husband.
Yes.
He was married to a cunt from hell. How I know, hold on. How he fucking lived that, go ahead.
Daniel just Stephanie said Tip only likes one hot dog, LOL. You're fucking ain't right, Daniel.
I mean,
Well, this year.
Let's cheers to the teeth cup and the jawbone phone holder, please.
Also, and hot dogs.
Here's the teeth cups and hot dogs.
Don't put that in the same sentence, please.
It's already happened.
Teeth cups and hot dogs.
That's disgusting.
No, that's a compromise.
correct.
The show.
I'm not compromising. I don't compromise.
You just did. And you have nothing to do about it. You can't help it.
Cheers to teeth cup, teeth.
Someone's tongue tied.
Haha. Probably your teeth got in the way, bitch.
That was good.
I think we fucked that toast up there.
David is vicious.
I nailed it.
Of course you did. It's all about you when you're doing your cheers.
Yeah, put me on a microphone and I'm a fucking legend. These are just facts. I can't help it.
Yup.
So are you, sir.
No. Put me on a lady and I'll do fine.
But you were talking about Johnny Mac's ex, who I fucking
Cunt from hell! As much as I don't like exes I've been married to, I would murder her with my hands.
Wow.
Gladly. And like smear the blood like splashing on me as I kill, and I'd be totally fine with that.
just fucking shower and go about your day after.
And
I'd want to wear it to the grocery store.
Let me ask you a question about this. I understand that, as you stated, she's a cunt from hell.
From hell.
Do you think it's solely about her being a cunt? Or do you think it's about the fact that she was a cunt to someone we have widely accepted as probably the nicest person we
No,
know?
that's the point. No. You don't mistreat people to that degree.
Like,
If
Johnny Mac is the nicest dude in the world.
He really is.
No, he's the Unabomber, though. So, no. That's the thing. The nicest dude in the world probably killed a lot of people.
Every one of those people deserve to die.
I heard a theory on a podcast last night. I almost spit out my water as I was drinking. He was like, what if the Unabomber, instead of blowing people up, would just show up at their houses and blow them? Like you're coming out to get your car, like, oh, this guy's sucking my dick. He's like, I'm just saying.
So, everything the Unabomber did was by mail, right? Like, they all came in the mail.
Yes. I think about that every time a box shows up, by the way.
Nice.
Because
So,
Johnny's like, I'm sending a box. I'm like, are you?
I think it's not you. Have it sent through someone else.
Have it sent to Lee's
Take your
house.
wife order it.
I think I'm more mad that she was so fucking vile because he's so nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, because he's such a good person, even when you piss him off, he's
Right.
so
He's not even
No.
that bad. I mean,
There's
he is mad. He doesn't really get that mad.
Jim Schaefer said Uniblower.
Oh, that's really good. That screenshot.
Let me screen
That's an early favorite.
I'm telling you, there's a dark side to the Mac Man.
Well, I don't doubt that.
I know it exists. I know a few stories. I don't want to get blown up, so I'm not going to say shit. That woman is lucky she didn't end up somewhere else.
Right.
Here's my experience with people like that.
Okay.
A normal person or an abnormal asshole like all of us, like, we were sitting here joking about it earlier, like, you can be petty as fuck over some pretty ridiculous shit.
I had to disagree tremendously. It's all it's very ridiculous.
Okay. It's very ridiculous.
Not ridiculous, it's ridiculous.
It's only singular. But like, a normal person will fly off the handle at some shit, and then, whatever. I got mad, and people, the nice people, like, the ones that can put up with way more bullshit, man, when those people finally go, when they're off the edge, there's a thing in their head, and that thing in their head says, I know that I put up with more shit than other people, and you've gotten me here, you really fucking deserve it.
Maybe you're a serial killer.
And I'm gonna go fucking big. When the people like that finally go, I gotta tell you, it's glorious.
Johnny Mac once wrote a movie called Falling Down.
Dude, this was used, man.
You don't know this, but that actor, not only was he the chef on the boat in... Hold on.
Angie said, I resemble that remark. And then Jim Schaefer said, Dave going taxi driver.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No, Dave's not the one. Johnny
No,
Mac's the
Angie
one.
just said, oh, morning, friends.
Hello.
I'll never lose my shit like that.
Apocalypse Now, he's chef on the boat. Then in The Rose, he's the one trying to rescue her from being a crazy psychotic whore lady. And then he winds up in,
That's a fucking good movie.
and then he's in Falling Down as, this was used, man.
This was used, man.
He's so creepy.
Like,
And
it's really fucked up, dude. Like,
yeah,
how do you stumble upon that guy?
L.A.
I mean, yeah.
L.A. And I don't know if I sent this to you or if I sent it to Tiffany, who I sent it to. I think I sent it to you. They're filming Falling Down in 92, right when Sir Mix-a-Lot's big butts came out.
And it's in the background.
And he has a fucking
20-foot ass.
That's it. And it's just in the movie frame. And they're like, well, that was there in the parking lot that day.
It's
So,
so good.
it just stays in the movie. And it's not acknowledged.
Have you in your own life ever come across a really weird fucker like that automatically, like, you thought, whatever, until there was a moment where, like, they did or said something and you were like, oh.
I have a story.
Go ahead, please, because I do too.
There was a place called the Pirates Den, which was a rock and roll club in Gloucester, New Jersey.
Yeah.
I played there 7,000 times. And so one night I walk in and my hair had fallen out. So now I've embraced shaving my head, but I was very young. This is a long time ago. I just started shaving my
I'm
head.
sorry about that.
And Johnny Mac, of course, is shaving his head because what the fuck, right? That makes me happy. Thanks, John. So now we're two cue
For
balls.
no reason.
We're two cue balls who walk into the club. At the time, I have a Jewish lead guitar player, a black fucking DJ, a homosexual bass player, and a British guy, literally a British guy playing drums. That was the band, right? And I walk in, and these two fat, burly guys with creepy beards and shaved heads and like fucking Rob Halford tattoos on the sides of their heads type of thing, walks up with these scummiest women I'd ever seen in my life. He's like, I see there's some members of the Brotherhood here tonight. I'm like, oh no! Oh, you have misread the situation.
I'm just bald, dickhead.
I don't support any of that. And I went full gay with it. I was like, woo, no. It upset me to my core that this piece of shit. It's like, oh, he's like me. No, my hair fell out, bud.
I so get this. What Jim Schaefer said. Johnny Mac going single white female.
That's a fucked up movie.
It is, especially when she comes down the steps with the same fucking haircut.
The joke is that when he joined Starscream, it's if Sam and I had a baby. He's a bald guy with a white beard.
And he'll never shave that beard now.
And he never had it before. Now he's in Starscream and he fits right in. I'm never growing a beard. I don't give a fuck. Ever.
You don't even like to. Oh, no shave November.
Not doing it.
Oh, come on.
Hated it. I did it for you.
I'm in.
Do it again.
Hey,
No.
I'm in. Sign me up. I'll do it.
Thank you.
It's during Yacht Rock. I'm not going to look fucking poor. No, I don't do beard.
You can shave it at the Yacht Rock because it's the end of November.
I don't want to do it. I hated it. I had anxiety.
Good now.
It looked like shit.
I had anxiety.
Dude, yeah. All I got is this, baby.
All right. So I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, how much shit can I grow to cover up this? Because it's bad. Like, I want people to see lots less of this.
But you have like a nice full beard.
Right.
And beautiful hair. I have none of that. I look like a cancer patient. No, I look like the second week of fucking the Wilson movie with him on the island, Tom Hanks, where the beard's all scraggly and weird. Like, that's what I look like.
Remember, we look like twins in that picture.
We have a cult of perfect eyebrows.
Bro, you with the beard looks like Mr. Clean went on a 2-week bender.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do it. I hated it.
Katie McGrogan said, I'd love to see Vex with facial hair.
It's right there, honey.
It looked
You can
good,
touch. I didn't like it. I'm me.
but I liked it.
Good for you. Unfortunately, you're married to the Unabomber, so I don't have to listen.
I mean, that's true. You are. That's the point. So anyway, so my story of weird.
Yes.
Very similar outcome as to what went down. So I had 2 friends from high school that after high school, it was a guy and a girl, and they had dated in high school and then moved in together and then moved to Southern Maryland.
Okay.
Hadn't seen them in a while. We talked on the phone. It was like prior to like really internet thing. But
Jim Schaefer said, Vex looks like grown-up Caillou.
I don't know what that means.
He's like this little...
dude, Caillou's a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
Fuck that kid.
asshole in the cartoon.
Fuck that cartoon kid. Caillou's a cunt.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah.
You're gonna be mad when you see it. This kid's a cunt, and his name's Caillou. Fuck it. It's like French, and fuck that kid.
Yeah, he like pinched Rosie and stuff. Like, what a little prick.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
What do you guys do with your lives that you know what this is?
I had a
We
kid.
have children.
Back to your story.
So
This is pre-internet.
yeah. So we talk on the phone. You know, how's things? Yeah, cool. One weekend, I decide I'm gonna come down. Cool.
Southern Maryland.
Correct.
I went to a sex club once in Southern Maryland.
How was it?
Creepy?
Was it dirty?
No. Creepy though.
Was it like Tuesday afternoon at the strip club? Like not a lot of A squad happening? Like a lot of C-section scars and eye patches and track marks?
I'm gonna tell you a secret about the sex clubs. It's always like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's one couple that you want to fuck the chick. One.
Yeah. And
And-
she's not into you.
Never is. Never is. Go ahead.
Okay. So one weekend I decide I'm gonna come down and visit. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Cool. So I drive down there and they're like, oh yeah, you know, we're hanging out with the neighbors and cool, whatever. So I start shooting this shit with the one neighbor and he's got a big bottle of whiskey, so you're immediately my friend. Because I like to drink whiskey too. Let's go. Throw him back some whiskey. And I don't even remember what it was, but we had to go to his house for something. Or grab more beer. Something like that. So they live out in the fucking sticks. So his house, even though he's a neighbor, is like a mile away. So we jump in the truck, we drive down to his house, and I walk into his living room. And as soon as I get into this dude's house, you know those like triangle like corner cabinets there?
Oh, curio cabinets?
Yeah. He has a full glass curio cabinet in the corner of his house. And it is a full dress fucking KKK robe with all the patches like displayed on shelves next to it. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Like, not just like you're into that shit, but you're proudly displaying
Celebrating
it in your home.
Like your showpiece.
I'm like, I'm going to get back to the party and probably not talk to you anymore tonight. Like, that's fucking weird. Like, okay.
You know,
You can be that guy. You can be the dude that walked up to you in the bar and was like, oh, yeah, cool. And look, it's happened to me 100 times because I'm well aware of the impression that I give off. Okay? I get it. Cool. But, dude, like, it might as well have been your fucking title belts, dude. He was showing them off.
Katie McGrogan had said, fucking screenshot that, the Caillou comment. And then she said, coffee just came out of my nose. Jim Schaefer said, what's the password? Orgy at the sex club?
That's never the password.
it's just about money.
Is it?
They just want your money. And you always have to buy a membership. I'm like, I don't live in Maryland.
Was it clean in there, though?
They're always clean.
Oh, they are.
That was the first time I'd been to a sex club, and I didn't do anything. And some chick's like, hey, want me to blow you on the camera in front of a bunch of people? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go home and watch porno like an American.
America!
Listen, man, this is my punchline to your story. It's heritage, not hate, Dave.
Incorrect. And if you want to discuss that simply about the Confederate flag, which is usually what people use that excuse for.
No, what if his grandpa was like the guy?
Here comes fucking Shotgun Annie. She said, oh, fuck. I went on a date with a guy. Sorry.
This better be
It better be good.
I think it is. I went on a date with a guy who had a potato sack hanging on his wall from the Nazis. It was when they pulled it over the head before putting that in. Like in.
So,
like the oven in?
So how was the sex? Because I know she fucked him.
The potato sack that was hanging on the wall.
Did he make you wear the sack while you banged?
Tequila Annie, you better fucking respond. We need answers.
I know she banged him.
I got a lot of questions.
If he was a fireman, I know she banged him.
Oh.
She didn't like him, but she banged him.
I mean, look, you don't get to name fire pants by not fucking fire.
She got drunk at one of the parties and said some off-color shit that really made the other roommate guy really upset. Like, yeah. Like, really upset.
You did? Was I drunk?
Probably. Yeah. No, of course you were.
It was a party here. There was one sober person.
She just did laughing emojis all day.
So she fucked him with the sack.
Oh, yeah. Unless you respond otherwise with something more than emojis, from now on, we are going to continue believing that not only did you fuck that guy, you allowed him to put the fucking Nazi potato sack over you while you banged.
So now her nickname, I was just going to say that's the new nickname. We were due for one. Potato sack is the new fucking nickname.
She said no sack.
Oh.
No sack! That means she fucked him! I knew it! I knew it! She's like, I don't like this. We're gonna fuck, but I'm never talking to you again.
She unwillingly admitted to the sex because she was trying to back down off the potato sack.
Oh my god, I inadvertently fucked a skinhead chick in the 90s once. Want to hear a fucking story?
Oh, Annie Taters fucked the Nazi guy.
Come on. Daniel DeStefano said she was sacked with said sack. And then Potato Sack Annie said it was in a glass frame.
Of emotion.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Alright. 90s.
Batman Fun and Baxter.
Fucking Jack Black, no less.
Yeah. Now this is happening.
You've ruined the only thing I love, bro. That is quite a raspberry. Is that your burrito? Why, yes, I was done eating it.
This is filling.
I'm done. Ah, out the window. Yes. It's so good.
Because that's what you did in the 70s. You just threw food out
The 70s, that fucking Asian kid did it last weekend in our neighborhood. I screamed like, yeah! Did you see that posting?
I did.
I threatened him. He listened. I was only wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I came from the gym. I wasn't like of course I'm covered in tattoos and I have a skinhead thing happening. But
right. That may have been a
But
factor.
they're like butterflies and shit. Like my tattoos aren't tough. Like it's like fucking water and butterflies.
Katie said I almost got an audiobook for the 2 hours I need to spend in the car. So much happier listening to you guys.
And there's hours and hours of this.
Yeah.
Technically,
you can go back and watch old programs.
This is the 93rd installment. What's 93 times 2? Hold on, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
186.
Fuck you. It's not right. No, 18, 3. It was 186. There's 186 hours of this shit.
Why? What the fuck have we talked about for nearly 200 hours?
Bro,
we
didn't even.
Up.
We're 45 minutes in and we covered one thing on the list.
2. I thought it was 2. I thought
One.
It was 2.
No. That's not on the list. That was like breaking news for me.
Oh, what's it?
It's not on here.
Oh, okay.
There is something on here that I'm trying to wait for our Cobalt Zero to show up to talk about, but there's something heavy on here.
Okay.
Also, fuck it. Well, no, that one's good for him too. There's a couple of things I'm waiting on.
So anyway, back to fucking Tater Annie's sack.
Tater
So she
Annie.
fucked him, man.
I know. And then just freely admitted it so she didn't have to admit to wearing the sack.
All right.
That's my favorite part. You tricked her right into that.
Did you ever see the movie that the guy from Goodfellas made where he was playing Frank Sinatra on HBO in the 90s? Ray Liotta plays Sinatra.
No.
Well, it's the Rat Pack. That's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And Peter Lawford guy, like, he's talking about, he's like, I just want to cheat on my wife and go to bed. Can you come on, please? I don't want to deal with any of this. Like,
I just want to cheat on my wife.
So that's been rolling around in my head for decades because it's funny.
Is it though? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. Look,
Right.
whatever. It's fucking funny. You can fucking.
Tater Annie said, ha ha, with the laughing emojis. See, if she wasn't one, like, we know that's what she did.
Oh yeah, we all know.
It's not even a maybe.
Could it be? Could it be?
Dun dun dun. We got to talk. I'm gonna move the screen.
Could it be the arrival of the one and only Cobalt Zero? It is.
Hello. How you doing, babe?
Good morning, sir.
You got to talk.
What am I talking about? I gotta talk about Tater Annie while you move pictures and shit. Tater Annie, that name might stick. That sounds
I
solid.
love Tater Annie.
Tater Annie, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna be bad about that one. Not the other ones aren't
Gentle.
shitty too.
Good to see you, buddy.
Gentle. It's my middle name.
I don't think it is. I feel like that's not true. What's going on?
Dude, you're looking handsome and relaxed. Like, you look great.
I'm not in the system anymore.
Lean the mic in.
I'm not in the system anymore.
Jim Schaefer said, I like them French fries potatoes.
I like the boy. I
All right.
like the way he talks.
I'm putting a pin in the fact that I banged a skinhead chick once. We're gonna come back around to
Oh
that.
no, we should talk about that immediately. We're on the
Put it in
topic.
hot, yeah.
Tater Annie said, oh my god, another name.
So I had a girlfriend. I'm in a band with Jim Schaefer. It's the mid 90s. It's like 95-ish. And I had a theory back then that any girl that asked to have sex with me, I'd have to say yes because I was just happy they were asking.
Correct.
Like that's not my fault. You know what I
Right.
mean? So this girl
It's like
was.
when someone offers you a sandwich, even if you don't want it, it'd be rude to turn it down.
So our band was a thing in like the all ages section. Nobody was 21. We were all kids. I was like 19 years old at the time. And this tall blonde girl who kind of had like a punk rock haircut, I thought, was like asking around about me. And I'm like, oh, fucking blonde shit, fucking awesome. Yeah. So I got her pager number because it was the style of the time.
As was the style.
And so I'd have to go to my friend's house and page her. And then while we're hanging out playing video games and they're all power drinking, I'd like the phone ring, hey, it's Vo, hey, what's up? And we set up a meet time, right? So we go, again, we're kids. Nobody has a house or anything. I think I fucked her in her car in the woods or something, right?
Beautiful.
It was awesome. I had fun. Like, it was fun.
I had a lot of sex in cars back in my younger years.
Sexy blonde girl. And then we get done. And and I'm like, oh, you know what? She had a new car. And I didn't have a new car. I was poor, right? I'm like, I'm going to drive your car around. And dude, this is fucked up. I drove it past my girlfriend's house because I'm a bad person. So I'm like in this brand new car with this blonde chick sucking my dick. It was awesome. And then she dropped an N-bomb. And I was like,
Like,
"Err."
and not like out of, I'm assuming here, but like, if you've been around somebody who fires them off.
And I'm not that guy
Right.
normally. Like,
But here's the thing. If you're around somebody that fires that off, there's a big difference between somebody who does it out of like anger in a situation and someone who just uses it casually.
oh, yeah. No, all right, so listen. Young men who want to come, it's a thing.
Yes.
Once you come, your mind steps back.
Post-nut clarity.
And you think of all the steps leading up to it. You're like, oh my God, I just banged a skinhead broad. And I didn't know I banged a skinhead broad. But we're in the car. She was hot. She was hot.
Was she like Fairuza Balk in American History X?
No. Tall, a little bit thick, but not in a bad way. But like hips, ass, titties. Like it was banging, dude. It was a departure from my girlfriend at the time. You know what I mean? So it was just a different... I used to say, oh, this is fucked up. It's not that I want to cheat on my girlfriend. My girlfriend has a great pussy. But I wish I could take it like a pager and change the packaging. That's all. I just want to experience different packages.
Fair.
Different cases, if you will.
I support that.
That was how I felt. I was like, I love her pussy. But sometimes you want a blonde. Sometimes you want a redhead. It's not my fault. Like, I just want to change it up. Bigger titties, like it's a thing.
In the words of Eddie Murphy, after a while, it's just the same old crackers. This is some regular old crackers.
Some regular crackers.
This is a Ritz. This is a Ritz.
It's the best cracker of my life. It's like a starving man. Yeah, it's the best cracker you ever licked
Give
your
a
finger.
man a cracker.
So anyway, now we're driving around in her car. Beautiful car, right? Brand new fucking like Grand Am or some shit. Red leather interior. I'm fucking poor as shit. I'm like, this is nice. And she's like, fuck it, Ryan. I was like, what? And then she's like, oh yeah. And then she started spitting off the rhetoric. And I'm like, looking at her hair. I'm like, that's not a punk rock haircut. I have fucked up. I am in the car with a skinhead bitch.
Have
right
you shaved your
now.
head at this point yet?
No, it's the 90s. I had big Justin fucking Timberlake
that's
hair.
A bad look.
But she, now I can say
You're
it.
a fucking power couple.
Like she had kind of.
The star, it's a swastika.
Yeah.
On the back
You want to
of
go
the
to a meeting?
Remember what the shag haircuts looked like in the 70s?
Yeah.
That's what I thought she was going for. But she was not, David. She was not going for that at all.
Turns out, not.
It was a different look. And then, like, now I'm looking at her tattoos a little different. And I'm like, wait.
That says kill.
No. But, like, it was a lot of tribal because it was the 90s. So unless you looked at it, you didn't really know what it was. It was just a sexy thing going up her leg. And I'm like, there's a pussy up there. That's all I cared about at the time. You know, I never saw that woman again. Ever. I was afraid for my life. I was like, oh, you're a Nazi. I'm like, you know, my guitar player's Jewish in that band you like, right? We're not the guys for you.
I don't know if you know this.
That's who we were there for.
Shit. They've infiltrated us.
I banged a Nazi by mistake in the 90s.
That's like the 60s to me, right? So it's like...
No, I think the 70s, right? No, we're not that. We're like 12 years apart, I think.
You're not that old.
My math is hard.
Hold on. When you joined the band, he looks younger than all of us, right?
Yeah.
I was like, so what year were you born? He wouldn't tell me. And I'm like, what year did you graduate high school? And he's like, listen, man, I'm 48. I was like,
and then they like call me old. He's old. And I'm like, I'm not 40. So I know when you hit 40, I was going to bring it up, but I didn't buy it.
no, but 48's way different than 40. That's 8 fucking years.
That's a lot.
And the problem is when I hit 40, you hit someone else. So, you know, mathematically. No, I enjoyed turning 40. I thought it was great. And I remember being inspired by you, actually, because you're healthy, and now you're happy. That's awesome. So I remember thinking, I was like, oh, it'll be cool. Like, it's actually, it's more...
Better.
Dude, of course it gets better. Being a homosexual as a young man is very difficult, but as an older man...
Well, I read something about, like, just yesterday, like, you know, stupid meme, but it's like 40 isn't old, but it's realizing that all that shit that you were eating when... You know, when you get out of that, you realize that 60 could be, you know, when they say, oh, it's the new 40 or 30.
It is, though.
When you realize the brainwashing that has you think that, you know, when we were younger, 40, you're getting old, you're midlife, you know, things
You know
go
why I
down
think that happened? I don't know if it was brainwashing. Do you remember what your dad looked like when he was your age now?
Exactly.
And what my
Because
dad
he
looked like?
retired doing pipe fitting his whole life, and that's why I quit pipe fitting. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
But, like,
when I'm 60.
my dad looked like Abe Simpson. For real.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, man. There was a different time. They all smoked. They all drank. They ate garbage. Like, life was good. You know what I mean? Like,
Agreed.
but the back end, not so good.
Right.
Turns
Yeah.
out. Died of emphysema, man, from power smoking. I remember he had the oxygen machine on. And he was, like, hold up and smoke. I'm like, you know you could die.
Well, when they did the bypasses back then, they split the chest,
Mhm.
rip it open. You know, my dad had like
The zipper.
50.
Yeah.
It's brutal looking.
Like Krusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superfluous third nipple.
Oh, you part of the zipper club too, huh?
The zipper's real. I learned about the zipper on the Cosby Show of all things. You know, the most prolific rapist in American history? Yeah, that guy.
Is he?
Yes! Decades!
Most prolific.
Most rapists get caught, it turns
But they
out.
let him out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about length of time or like body count?
Both.
Like,
Then someone said, you don't just get into drugging bitches and fucking them. So he probably was doing it in high school. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Because he had a joke, excuse me, back in the day.
like there had to be a certain point where like he had probably gotten laid a time or two, and then went to a party and found some passed out drunk chick,
And that was his
and
thing.
was like, "This is awesome,"
Mhm.
and was cool with it to the point that he wanted to do it more.
Remember
Like,
when he was in
that's fucked up.
that black and white show was I Spy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first one. Yeah, I mean, he was young.
He
young
was-
as anything.
Actually, he wasn't. He was out of
Wasn't
he was
he?
like 30 already.
Then?
Oh, yeah. Because he's 50 when he's on the Cosby Show, which is 20 years later.
Yeah, but that black and white was from like the 60s.
Late 60s, early 70s. What year did I Spy run, darling?
I Spy. I don't know that I ever actually watched an episode of the show.
I mean, it's
I'm aware
before
of
my
what it
time,
is, but I
I've
don't think I ever watched it.
No.
It's just like you see his face on that thin body, and he
Yeah.
was athletic too, you know?
Well, he
1965.
okay. So that is literally 20 years before the Cosby Show. So he's 30 because he's fucking 50 on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Wow.
6, 7, 8, yeah, 20 years. Exactly.
And he was
Yeah.
probably doing creepy shit back then.
So he was 50 in 85.
Like, you don't stumble upon the creepy shit that you're into at 55. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
he was in the 60s. He was probably doing weird
Can
shit.
I ask you a personal question? You don't have to answer it if you don't want.
Oh, man.
Is your libido different or is it just as crazy as it always was? Because mine's calming down.
Nah.
Okay. No, but I was a deviant. I was banging skinheads, it turns out. Like, I had problems. So,
Well, I was lost back then, but it goes back to the whole blackout thing, you know? You don't remember.
you're like, there could have been a couple of guys could have slipped in there.
Like
I don't
that
know.
Kid, you were saying the kid on the balcony and the fuck out of here. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got shit to do.
Yeah. We know, Dave.
I think that
Oh,
just,
we know.
I think that just, like,
You got a couple of decades left in the chamber. You got to knock some things out, don't you?
I do.
A little
I got
bit.
some shit to do.
All right. Jakey Lee,
This is
10/15,
wild.
2024, shot multiple times in the early morning in Las Vegas, Nevada. Lee is conscious. He's in intensive care and expected to make a full recovery.
What? Just
You-
happened?
Monday morning.
I didn't know. I was wondering why I was seeing all these Jake memes.
Now,
Yeah.
check this out. I don't want to say this is a fucking
He got
publicity.
shot.
3 times. Chest, arm, leg.
Where was he? Like on stage?
Walking his dog
Yeah.
in the morning in Las Vegas, and pew pew went down. Now, the same day he gets shot,
Sharon.
some little company literally just released his fucking signature series amplifier. Did he really get shot?
Yeah.
Or is it a publicity stunt?
Paintball, right?
No, he's
I
fucking.
mean, look, nobody fakes getting shot 3 times.
Same day?
Unless you're running for president.
Same day?
What?
Same
Ooh, that's
day?
that shit.
Come on, same day. Same day.
I
It came out Monday morning. He got shot Monday morning.
I'm
Now he's memeing everywhere. He's in world news ever. No one's been Jakey Lee in 30 fucking years.
How many amps sold?
I don't know yet. Check those
Do you
sales
have them
numbers.
yet?
It's on its way.
You know, I'm not a Jakey Lee Tone fan. I don't like Bark at the Moon record. I don't like Ultimate Sin. These aren't my
That was
records.
playing.
All right, let's be honest. We was playing for real.
Well, some people put him at the top.
He's great. A little lack in feeling, in my opinion. He's going down the Steve Vai route,
A little too Robotronic kind of.
I mean,
pisses out of it.
great. but like I want a little bit of heart in that playing. Like I don't like Zeppelin, but you got to admit the guy played with heart. Slash plays with heart. Eddie played with
Yeah.
heart. Johnny Zero played with heart. So to go and hit all the notes and be great, I'd rather Mick Mars over Jakey Lee.
Fair.
Because Mick Mars, in my opinion, is a heart player.
And just the fact that he didn't push it after he left, you know, it was just like,
No, Badlands was a thing. Like Jakey Lee's a guitar player. It doesn't make him a businessman. It doesn't
Right.
make him a marketing agent.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
he's just still riding the wave, you know what I mean?
Explain.
Like not just delving into making himself better and new
No,
stuff.
he's an
and-
alcoholic, bro. He was in Philly.
Hey,
Well, that's
watch
what I
yourself.
mean.
He was in Philly
I was too.
but he still is with Dave's guitar player. He's a fucking got a problem, dude. Like homeboys. I'm shocked he's alive, to be honest with you.
Who's that?
Jakey Lee.
He looks bad.
Oh yeah.
He does look bad, and he's not. And him and like Motley Crue are the same age.
Well, I guess that's what skewed my opinion. When I seen him, I'm like, man, he should have been like just growing by now, you know?
And then you got to understand. So Badlands did get a record deal. It did exist, and then grunge happened. And I remember like you just go from making like $100,000 every 6 months playing guitar to now you can't go on tour. That's rough.
Yeah.
Back at Denny's. Hey.
Oh. Guess what? I never made the $100,000, so suck a dick.
Yeah, I heard he was.
Stefano said, that's some great promotional stuff. Let's sell some amps. We got to shoot him first.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking shoot him.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but
Yeah, that's a lot of amps you gotta sell.
Yeah.
and
Took one in the lung.
but no arteries hit or anything.
Took one in the lung though.
He doesn't sing. He's all right.
He breathes, motherfucker.
He's got another one, motherfucker.
Yeah, Willie
Once
Nelson
one-
did it.
What do you mean? Tell me.
He had a collapsed lung like 30 years ago, if not more. Well, rodeo clown.
When he died, it had been collapsed for a decade.
Yeah.
He cut lawns with me and climbed roofs with one lung. A tough motherfucker.
You build that cardio.
Tough motherfucker, dude.
That's imagine what he could have done with two.
Yeah.
I know.
He had a strong voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like what you were saying about the front row thing.
Yeah. That's
I was front row at the Garden for that Queen concert, famous
Yeah.
one, and I heard it over the Garden PA.
That's
crazy.
wild, dude.
He was the best.
You understand how
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, well, that's what made me a fan because I wasn't even into
He's
it.
the
I was
best.
like, all right, I'll go front row Queen.
This guy's dude. Freddie was different.
It was
It's just
sick.
so different.
Every member of the band was special. The drums were good.
Yeah.
That bass player,
were huge.
Deacon, yeah. And Deacon had a great sound and fucking tone. He wrote fucking Another One Bites of Dust. He stole a riff off somebody else, which is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, that bass sounded good.
Like,
Brian May's kind of really fucking.
and he's a unique thing. No one sounds like Brian May to
Yeah.
this day. And to do that is a big fucking deal. And in the article you had sent, you missed a few things we were talking
Mhm.
about. Alex Van Halen has a book coming out. And Rolling Stone had a huge article about it. And in that article, he said, I called Brian May to ask him how they paid tribute every night to Freddie on stage. And we're going to do that with Eddie. And then he told David Lee Roth this, and Roth lost his mind and said, fuck you, I'm not doing that. And this isn't about him. It's about us. Isn't that crazy? David Lee Roth. Boozy Bob.
He's crazy.
What a cunt.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up thing. It's called Van Halen. Like,
Yeah.
he's a little bit important.
He's twisted. He
Yeah.
forgot how low he fell. Remember when he was just like roaming the streets?
You know what the thing of it is, though? He always had the money. So you don't feel that you fell that low. You lost the fame.
But his ego.
But he always had that. You look in the bank and there's still $40 million there. So it's like, I don't know. Then he became an EMT, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. He was in the skids right before that, like where he had fell into depression.
I know.
You know.
I know.
But I mean, I get that too.
I mean, yeah, that all makes sense, but for the sake of your fucking ego, like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you come out of that, you think you've reversed it and been a little grateful.
Yeah.
Instead, I'll be a dick again because I'm on top. You know?
didn't you learn your lesson?
Right.
Fuck face.
When he got on top, what did he do?
Yeah.
There's some people that's in there. There's a thing. The Temptations had a movie years ago on like VH1, and in the movie David Ruffins, right?
Oh,
Ruffins
yeah. That was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Love it.
Was a
I
really
remember that.
it's a good film.
Leon
Played it exactly. And he's from you'll remember this. The video Like a Prayer.
Oh, yeah.
He's in that fucking video.
He was the basketball player. In that
Well, that's
movie
after.
with
That's
Tupac.
above the rim. That's later. We're talking the 80s is fucking
Yeah,
Madonna
good game.
shit.
I like basketball.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love it.
Interesting. And we went to a game.
I like playing it, you know. Like,
Yeah.
not as much as watching it, but I love playing it.
Not really built for basketball.
So,
That's what I played. That's what I played because I was tall as a kid. I was only defensive. I had no skills, but I could fuck you up.
I could dunk.
I couldn't. I could never
On
do
a
that.
standstill. I miss that. Because I still think I can, but I can get that far off the ground. So,
Why'd you? That's a big deal. Why didn't you play like through like college and stuff?
Oh, well, I didn't go to college.
But if you played, they would have made you go to college.
Nah, because where I went to school, there was so many people that played.
No shit.
I was like the 13th guy, didn't make the team by that
No
much.
shit.
Yeah, everyone was great. You know, they were all athletes back then.
Fuckers.
Not today.
Yeah,
Not
so-
today.
But the thing is,
Not today.
quite truthfully, I couldn't shoot or ball.
I can't shoot.
I could just jump.
But I remember, like, I was really inspired. Rebound. Rebound's life.
Well, that's what
I could do.
Yeah.
I could fucking, you know what I mean? And I had a little bit of strength and girth. Like, the size I am right now, at 13, I was this size. So that's pretty good. You know what I mean? I was skinny too, but I was still, you know what I mean? I could, other kids were like children. I was like, "Argh!" I got fouled out all the time and shit. I had problems.
Shit happens.
And I had my fucking giant stupid glasses on with a strap.
Thinking you're cool.
I was not cool.
Moses.
That's exactly,
Yeah.
that's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why I put them on to see. And then
Oh, yeah.
Moses.
Mostly to see.
Yeah.
Well, Kareem did it first. So that was like a big
But
deal.
they didn't have good ones back then.
And that's what I had. I had the same-
The shitty ones that bounce around so the ball's moving. And you just
But I had
can't
the
do it.
strap on my fucking
Little
head.
skyhook.
Dude, kind of amazing for the time.
Kareem was a shit back in
Couldn't
the day.
stop it.
Not for a long time. That's why I love basketball. Coaching defense is amazing. And they don't have defense anymore because you can't hit.
Not
you
here.
Daniel DeStefano said, when we said not built for basketball, just built like a basketball.
Fuck your face.
That was mean.
He's a cunt.
I'm offended.
I had to work with that dickhole.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethel Kennedy passed away at the age of 96 on 10/10/2024. The widow of Bobby Kennedy, mother to 11 children during their 18-year marriage.
Damn, Bobby. Slinging dick.
You
And
didn't have to say it twice.
was fucking like how many other bitches the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of smashing.
Yeah.
That dude was a legend.
Now, Ethel Kennedy lived long enough that even though she never had a top lip, her face eventually fell enough where it formed a top lip at the end of her life. This is, you can look these pictures up. Like, she's like this in the 60s. And then at the end of her life, it's like, hello. And in the fucking, so the era, she dies out of nowhere. I didn't know she died. Do you even know she died? Didn't even know.
I mean, dude, she
You know
was
who she is?
96. You don't really die out of nowhere.
So she dies, and then they preemptively, because like I pay for cable. I'm dumb. I still pay for cable, and I turn on HBO, and it's supposed to be like some retarded movie, and I turn it on, and it's not. And I'm like, why is Ethel Kennedy on and not my retarded film that I want to watch and giggle at? And so I had to Google it. I'm like, oh fuck, she just died. So a 2012 documentary they aired came out. And all of her kids, all of them who are in their 50s when they make this fucking documentary, say mommy and daddy. Daddy? What the fuck, daddy? Is fucking just say your pop. Your mommy and daddy. And the whole time I'm watching it. And the girl I'm seeing was sitting with me or watching. She's like, that's crazy. I'm like, I know, mommy and daddy.
I'm going to punch you.
I know.
The bebe.
The bebe.
That's that old world money thing.
But that's the thing. They're not old world. And their money's not old world. It's bootlegging money. Like, motherfuckers don't remember. A generation before that, he's on the balls of his
I get it,
ass.
but they run with the royals. And
They
learn
do.
it from them.
They do
You know
run.
what
That's
I mean?
exactly.
They
Yeah.
get people to wipe their ass for them. For real.
For real.
Yeah, rich people are fucked up.
If you're a midget, how do you wipe your ass? This came up yesterday in conversation.
I know how to. I
What?
have the answer.
Hold the fuck. Whoa. Breaking news. Dave, if you're a little person, how do they wipe their asses?
This isn't a joke.
Is it the stick?
Uh-huh.
No. Tell me the story.
They have a fucking stick with a handle on it and a little gripper on the other end, and they hold the toilet paper with the gripper end, and they use the stick to wipe.
Now, think about the arc of your life. Could you successfully use a stick? I wouldn't be able to do it.
I'm thinking about the arc of the toilet brush.
Bro,
It's in the corner.
Listen, first attempt.
That's good. Ow, my butthole. Yes, sir.
First attempt, maybe no. But, I mean, you've probably taken 10,000 shits in your life. You know what I mean?
I think
At
I
a
would.
certain number of shits, if you got to use the stick every time. We talk about it all the time in the music business. After 30 years, you got to get better, right? Like, 30 years of dubs. Like, you're gonna fucking
You have
be
a
more
leather-
proficient with the stick.
Wait.
You have a leather sheath like Excalibur you carry around with you.
Shing!
All right, there's more. You know they have like giant asses in a weird way, right? I would
Just
just,
sometimes it's hot.
I would just always.
When it's tossed across the room.
Yeah. Yo, oh, please.
You sent me the photo last week, actually.
What
You're
I'm
like,
saying.
I would totally smash.
Because I sent you 2 of them within the span of a couple days. I sent you one of the little person, right? And she's pretty attractive, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But then I sent you the one of the 7-foot tall girl.
I wouldn't smash that.
Oh, dude. It's like climbing a mountain.
Like a tree.
Yeah.
They go in the bathroom and you hear.
I'm 5'6". That's like fucking climbing Everest. Fucking A.
Do you know why I never had a pit bull? Never let anything in your house that can kill you.
Okay.
So none of my wives could kill me. They could try, but I'd be all right.
Not physically, just emotionally.
I'm alive. But a 7-foot tall bitch, I don't know, man. Reach. I don't know, man. So
I feel like you getting close, just Tyson it a little bit. And fucking, you throw that big right hand.
well, it's a little hand, but that's fine. I have Trump hands.
And then with female rage, you know.
Female rage is real.
Yeah.
This motherfucker knows. Dude, I think about that creepy brunette bitch that you brought to the show when you filled in with us once a month. She scares me once a month. I think about that person. Like, that's how fucking crazy the eyes were. Like, we were talking about Johnny Mac's ex-wife, who I hate. Like, your ex-wife, I know you have beef. I liked your ex-wife. Like, she was nice to me. You know what I mean? But that fucking brunette psycho one, I'm still afraid of her a little bit. A little bit. Don't even want to think about it. Like, whew. But you gave me hope. I'm like, well, he was with a demon, and now his wife's really nice. Maybe things can work out.
Yo, there's some crazy bitches out there.
Oh, we between us, we fucked most of them.
Hey, to Ethel Kennedy.
Okay.
Cheers, Apple.
How fucked up is that?
She's a lady.
That vaginal
She's
portion.
a lady. Oh, she's a lady.
Now, she's like 40s when he dies, right? Is she just happy to never get fucked again? Was she just like, thank God?
She's paid her due diligence with that.
Because she never got remarried that I know of. Like her and her 11 kids just hanging
When
out.
you got that money, why would you get married?
What money did she have? No, what money did she have? I thought about this. The father has the money. Bobby didn't make a fortune yet. He would have on the back end, but he was 40s. Like, he's just...
I'm drinking to Ethel.
Drink it up.
Cheers.
Cheersies, Apple.
Fred Mertz.
Oh, yeah. Alcoholic for real. How come he got that gig? It didn't even make sense then. He looked 65 then.
Because she despised
She
him.
did despise
He
him.
was
A creepy fucking drunk guy.
90 then or something.
Well, he wasn't. He was like
old.
60, which is dead then.
I feel like
Cuban guy's best friend is some creepy old white dude.
I feel like 50 is not the same as it used to be.
Thank God.
When Ethel Kennedy died,
She had this many dicks.
Dicks everywhere.
Black ones.
Ethel Kennedy died with a net worth valued around $53 million.
Boom.
That's after his demise.
Right.
Where can you Google how she made her money?
Carry on.
I'm very confused by this.
How'd she die? She rolled her Harley at Bike Week. She was 96.
I said, how'd she make her money? Jesus Christ!
True.
I didn't ask that.
You said how'd she die?
How did she make her money? Because she didn't work.
Off of us.
Well, obviously, this is a fact. I want to find out how.
I think they just give it to them.
Give it to me, baby. Yeah, my favorite is the Clintons are like cajillionaires, and when they left office, they were flat broke. Because that makes sense. The kickbacks.
Brutal.
Do you think she has a shot to win?
Who?
The devil.
If she steals it, I mean that's the only shot. But that's I think it's just.
But that's a genuine
Again.
that's a genuine possibility though.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
So
I'm not listening. I didn't work for her.
that's the thing. She never had a job.
Yeah, but she went to college. She went to college and stuff. But
Her family probably had money. Now that I think about
and
it.
no one questions it. Yeah,
coal magnets.
Oh yeah, that's money. Go ahead. Would you say, buddy?
I'm saying no one questions it because it's a Kennedy. You know. It's just
Well, fuck that. The demon. Before he gets back,
Oh,
you think she'll win?
I don't know.
I-
I don't think legally. No, I don't think anyone.
I
would
think
really in their
secretly-
right mind, but
It's going to be a bloodbath, and he's going to just crush. But I don't know that
I
either.
think it's going to be one of these things, because all the pre-voting that say Trump's ahead 90% up until the last minute, and then next thing you know, you see this swing, and she wins by 80
You
million
think
votes.
she's going to swipe it?
Like, It's not her doing it. It's already.
She might be a little
You know what I
retarded.
mean?
Oh, she has no hand in this
Like
whatsoever.
she might be a little retarded.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, that's a joke right
I'm
there.
just saying it's great.
All I know is SNL's turning on you. You got a problem. They're pretty fucking liberal. And if SNL's turning on you, and they are, you got a fucking beef, dude.
When the liberals turn on like the other liberals, you fucked up.
You done fucked
I
up.
just think it's a script.
Like when Bill Maher hates you, like
He doesn't hate her.
he does.
Tell me. I didn't hear this.
He's been, and Bill Maher's pretty left, and he has shitted on a lot of her policy that.
You know what I can say about Bill Maher for real? He's an old school left, which means you can talk to him.
Yeah.
And you can have a discussion. And if you're not in agreement, you might even win him over if you can like discuss it.
Yeah.
But this new thing, it's just they don't care. They don't listen. They don't read. They don't want to know from nothing. And that upsets me. Like energy independence was real. You can't tell me it wasn't. It was real. And they're like, well, then I don't know. Let's not get into this.
So Patty said, "Good morning, happy Friday."
Hello.
Jim had said prior, them good old Boston beans. Trevor said, "I think I may have tuned in at the wrong time," and Jim Schaefer said, "Death by snoo snoo."
Trevor, you haven't tuned into the wrong time because Dan's on here too.
All right, this is a good one. Are you ready?
So I don't know if you guys know that before you fire that off, but our dear friend Trevor from our lovely band Dreadstar.
Well, not our lovely band, his lovely band. Yes.
Right. We shared a weird drummer triumvirate with. It's cool. But Trevor and Dan that I work with have known each other their whole lives. It's kind of weird. And they're reunited here.
Through your creepy program.
Your fucking name is in the title twice.
Right.
I have issues.
We gonna change the subject? I mean, we can talk about how Teddy Kennedy killed somebody.
And he's in the documentary. And I'm seeing this girl.
He killed somebody.
She's really nice. But women don't understand history the way men do most of the time. So I'm like, you know about Teddy Kennedy, right? She's like, no, what? And I'm like, he'd have been fucking president once they whacked Bobby. It was going to happen. And then he killed a broad for real. And then I'm like, no. He left, went home, got a shower,
And
changed
went
his
to bed.
suit. Yes. I just
Dude
left
went
her.
to bed.
Just left her there.
Like, later, bitch. I'm out.
You're somebody else's wife, and I can't do this right now. And no one has a cell phone, so I'm leaving. There's no pictures.
Do you remember the Dennis Leary bit about that?
No, I'm not a Dennis Leary guy.
Yeah.
He stole a lot of his stuff from that dead comedian. What's the dead guy? The one who died of cancer in like
Bill
90.
Hicks?
Yes, a lot of Dennis Leary is Hicks Jr. And that bothers me. But go ahead.
But he's talking about that because he's
From Boston.
Yeah, he's from up there. And he's like, I heard growing up about the kid. He's like, Teddy Kennedy, like, you ever have that friend that just like loses shit all the time and can't find his car keys? Oh, Teddy got so drunk he woke up the next morning. He's like, I feel like I forgot the fucking girl. Oh, shit.
I lost Jimmy's wife in the creek.
The fucking Chappaquiddick.
Did you ever see the Bill Hicks, Alex Jones thing?
No. They had an interview?
They were buddies.
Okay.
And when he disappeared, that's when Alex Jones showed up.
They're not the same guy, bro.
I'm
They
just
could
saying, did you see it?
No, but they're,
Okay,
they're not the same
well-
guy. Like, I'm doing this facial structure in my head.
Well, you never even heard the thing, so I'm saying when you watch the thing, give a comment next
But
time.
I've seen the pictures of Alex Jones when he was young, and that's the problem.
And he looks exactly like
He
Bill
does
Hicks.
not. He does not.
You'll see.
He doesn't.
In my head, I've never seen the pictures, but in my head, I can't see it. But
Alex Jones was kind of handsome when he was young. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he was.
no, Alex Jones is a lunatic.
No, he's not actually.
They had the same manager.
It's
You
his
think?
shtick. I get
It's
that
a shtick. It's a shtick.
and that's cool. But
Making the frog gay.
right, when you present it like that, you
But
make
then-
yourself out to be a lunatic.
But they found gay frogs. So the gender of the frogs did change.
Listen, for everybody that wants to shit on Alex Jones as a fucking wackadoo, like, okay, cool. However, before even InfoWars, his show was a thing, like 100 fucking years ago. I used to watch him when like the inset of YouTube. Like he just did YouTube videos. He was nobody.
Oh, I know.
When he
Show
went
like
to the
that.
driver's registration, remember? I'm like,
Yeah.
realistic, yeah.
And I saw one, and this is no bullshit. I saw it, I watched it in June of 2001. Alex Jones on his YouTube channel said that there's going to be a terrorist attack on the World Trade Center, and the government is going to blame Osama bin Laden.
Yep.
In June of 2001.
And then 3 months later, after they lost how many trillions of dollars?
$2 trillion.
So on Friday, they're like, hey,
I get mad when I lose $20.
where's that 2 trillion at, bud? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look over here. Misdirection. It's like a magic trick.
It worked. God damn, it worked. Fuck my whole head up, dude. When I was like, I was scared. I was never as an adult scared. That scared me. I was like, oh fuck, we're under attack. Like,
and everybody was like, America.
Fuck yeah.
America. Fuck yeah. So good. I love that video I posted.
We played CBGBs in that December after 9/11, and the bus we were on, because we were taking a bus in, drove past it, and it was like, it was heavy.
It's rough.
It was rough.
I had a dude I was hanging out with at the time. He had an older brother who had just recently gotten his captain's license for tugboats, and he was driving tugboats, and he was in New York Harbor and watched it happen on a tugboat.
Oh my god, that's awful.
That is awful.
Yeah, he was
Is he fucked
really
up over
messed
it?
up about it for a while.
Yeah.
He was really messed up before that, though, so he's kind of weird.
I mean, he's a tugboat captain.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have a corncob pipe and a funny hat,
I
can't.
suspect he was a closet gay.
Was he with the self-hating closet gay? That's sad.
Yeah.
Like, you know how everybody thinks I'm kind of gay? Dude, if I was gay, I'd be really fucking
Instead
gay.
of Popeye, he was brown eye.
Jesus Christ.
Can you write that down? Instead of Popeye, he was brown-eyed. That was really good. That might be quote of the week, sir.
Finally.
All right, are you ready? I'm
It's rare when you
excited.
get an on-air quote of the week, dude. That's a good poll.
You inspired.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm glad I could help.
I'm excited Cobalt Zero is here for this topic. We're going to discuss something openly. One room, 100,000 roaches. You get $10,000 for every 24-hour period you can live with them. How long can you last?
14 cents worth. You can suck a dick. Not a fucking chance.
I could at least do a day.
I
No.
think I could do it then.
Because the guy in the video was wearing one of those bee cap things, like the
Oh.
beekeeper.
Yeah.
Dude, I know I could do a day. I know I could. Huh?
If you could be sealed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like tape up your wrists, tape up your ankles. If they can't get in my clothes, I could do a day.
Nah.
I know.
I worked in it. Every day.
I work
Yeah,
for
you
work
know.
in pest control, so I get it. Yeah, especially in the you're in the trades. You're in the trades.
projects.
There's a level of disgust.
All right. Yeah, but did you see the video?
No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want it.
There's a video. And
So the room is about the size of my living room right there. Not a small room, but not a large room. And you have a chair, and I guess there's a bathroom like off to the side.
Daniel said pure gold cobalt for the quote.
That is gold. That's a good one. But it's 10 grand a day. I could do 3 days. 30 grand.
Do a minimum of 2.
I could do 2-3 days. And like, as long as I'm sealed up and they can't get on me.
But are you going to be you also have to
No, I think you're allowed to step out to, like, say you go to work.
Oh.
Like, you have to live there, but I don't think you're stuck in the room 24/7. Maybe. What?
In the future, we're going to be eating those bugs.
That is something I had read.
That's what they want.
So here's the thing. All right. So, normally when you see roaches and they're like,
Yeah, these fuckers were like this.
they were like the Madagascar fucking cockroaches.
And they hiss.
Palmetto bugs.
They were like this fucking big.
It was 100,000.
Fast as can be.
Yeah.
But also, am I allowed to kill them? Because I feel like I could take a lot of them out.
So like
You think you just start smashing like out the gate, just wrecking
And to the point I'm exhausted, and then just lay in their filth with my sealed up body armor.
custard. Yeah, roach custard.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
And
my
just
whole...
stand over top of the ones that are still left, and be like, "Look what I've done to
Yeah,
all of you."
To your people. Like,
Yeah.
So if I'm allowed to kill them, I might kill all 100,000.
When I was an apprentice plumber, you go under a sink, right? You light the torch, all of a sudden
Yeah.
they scatter. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a white wall. Because you
Ah, ha, ha.
Katie said New book title. I accidentally fucked a Nazi, then lived with roaches, so I'm even.
That's a great title.
No, that's tell your next.
I did accidentally fuck a Nazi.
Daniel said, just roll around in roach guts of glory.
That's the thing. If I'm sealed, I'm good.
It's like a beekeeper.
Dude, the level of disgusting that my job is, I have a high threshold at this point in my life. As long as they can't touch me, I'm good.
That many roaches probably stinks though.
Oh yeah.
I can, but
they're
no,
brutal.
I've been in very stinky environments before, and you will acclimate. Your nose just filters it eventually.
Worth it, sewer.
Yeah, dude.
When I was in my early 20s, one of the worst things I ever saw. I was working for a guy who did kitchen and bathroom remodeling, and he got a contract to do a bunch of HUD houses in Wilmington. We had a kid working for us, a young Mexican kid, barely spoke any English. Nice kid, but right across the border, he was probably illegal. I don't know, but he was a nice guy. His name was Abraham, and we were gutting the kitchen one day, and I was up on a ladder unscrewing the top bolts that hold the cabinets in, and he was holding it and taking them down as I unscrewed them. I unscrewed one cabinet, and he pulled it down like this, and I watched 1,000 roaches go down the back of his shirt.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me with this look of disgust, and I'm like, bro, go home. Just go home. I understand. Just like right down his fucking back. Like 1,000 roaches.
That would upset me tremendously.
Yeah, and like it was
There's
bad,
more, though.
I felt terrible.
Do they go into your butt crack?
I didn't.
And now
ever
they're in
ask-
your pants. But so you had 1,000 of them going on your shirt. You take your shirt off. You run around. You shake them off. Here's the thing about roaches: they don't attack you.
Yeah.
They don't attack you. Like if you're in this shitty room,
No, they can bite you.
but they don't attack you. Like if it's me versus a roach, I'm gonna win the fight. I'll get tired. You know what I mean? But smashy smash. If I'm allowed to kill them, I'm
I
in.
don't think I
If I could bring a roofing torch, oh, I'm in.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Oh, stench.
I'd love it.
When
I'd
they're
love
burning,
it.
They're nasty.
You know from your your
Yeah, I
plumbing.
used to set them on fire. Oh,
Kill them with fire.
Motley Crue had an apartment, and they would walk around with the hairspray cans and a lighter and just fucking torch them all.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But I had to anyway. I even had to get rid of them.
Now they're just in Tommy Lee's pubic region.
And his OnlyFans account.
I guarantee you he has roaches in his pubes.
Did you ever see the thing where the girl was in Philadelphia in line, and the girl in front of her had a mouse in her hair?
No.
oh.
Now I feel like it was probably staged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you live on the streets of Kensington and you woke up this morning, there's a mouse just in your hair.
Tangled.
Yeah.
On a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. His mama cries. The best Elvis I could do.
Is the Elvis guy dead or is he that minister?
Yo.
Is he the minister?
I mean, no, dude, Elvis is dead. Like,
So the minister's not Elvis?
at this point-
sounds like him.
He seems too young.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Because Elvis would be like 97 or something.
Elvis be old as fuck, dude. Oh my god.
But he was at Lisa Marie's funeral, and Lisa Presley? What's her name?
Lisa Marie?
No,
Sorry.
the wife.
Priscilla.
Priscilla touched his shoulder before she left, and there's like footage of it. They're like, oh, that's Elvis.
He's riding that wave, that guy.
They said his
I'm not
corpse was
saying-
sweating when they buried him.
Say it again.
They said his corpse was sweating when they buried him.
They
They
said-
think it was wax.
Yeah, there was an air conditioner in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
There was an air conditioner in the.
It's getting crazy.
You think Elvis is dead?
Well,
I mean,
now
now,
mathematically he'd be dead by now. Do you know about the guy who was probably his brother? Did you ever hear about that? Do me a favor. Can you Google this? There was a guy they thought was Elvis's brother. He put a record out. He wore a mask. This is a long time ago. This is the fucking 70s.
Really?
Yeah, and he
Weird.
sounded exactly like him. And then they figured it out. Elvis's dad drove a truck and probably fucked a lot of random pigs throughout the country.
Oh yeah, he was crushing lot lizards.
And the theory is that this,
Jimmy Ellis?
I don't know, something X.
Racer X, like Speed
So-
Racer.
like that, something
Okay.
X, and they like wrote a book about it, and then this is the guy, and he was the voice. It was
It says he may have had a secret half brother, Jimmy
Orion, that's the guy. So, find a picture. I got to show these fellers. So Orion comes out and sounds exactly like Elvis. Exactly. And so the theory is it's probably the dad's fucking, like, they're half brothers.
Yeah.
And then he got shot and killed in a jewelry store that he owned in the 80s, and that was the end of it. So we can't even do a DNA analysis.
It sucks for him. They need to dig him up.
Orion. There's a whole documentary on the Orion thing. You never heard about that?
That's a good name. I feel like it's a strong
At
name.
least there wasn't a balcony in Trinidad or whatever.
Ah! Fuck.
Oh, Buenos Aires.
I mean, we're all going to go. I'm probably going to go in the toilet in my bathroom. Like,
After you sit on the floor?
Yeah. No, there's a sign now. We don't do that anymore.
That sign wouldn't stop from happening.
There's two signs, though. So maybe there's two.
The second
What's it?
sign.
No upper deckers? Or?
No, you don't know this fucking story?
I heard some.
Well, I know you're not an alcoholic
Right.
anymore, but our friends are filthy.
Can I tell you a terrible story?
No, because it is now
About-
10 a.m.
Oh, shit.
Hold the story.
Oh, it's a good one. It's about what a degenerate I was.
All right, prepare for Marry, Fuck, Kill. He's going to tell a quick story. Go
This
ahead.
is a quick story. So, down in Charlie Square in Wilmington, there's a bar called the Delrose. I don't even know if it's still there, but there was a bar called the Delrose. And Delrose was a pretty scummy establishment. And one night I got really fucked up drunk in there, and I was ejected from the Delrose.
Ejected.
Yeah, I was asked to leave.
I thought he said injected, right?
So,
Reject.
when I say asked to leave, I meant I was drugged at the door and told not to come back. Okay, fine. So I was mad about it because I felt like it was unwarranted. So the next week,
Oh.
I went back to the Delrose, and I definitely upper decked the toilet in the men's room, and then just left.
But this is unwarranted.
I ordered a beer and a shot, went in the bathroom, shit in the toilet tank, and left.
But you're not ejected. They let you back in.
They did, but I was mad about last week.
Yo, are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Fucking Orion.
Nice hair.
He looks like a Mexican lucha libre. He should be a
But he was a
wrestler.
big dude. He was like Elvis. And he sounded exactly like him. Like exactly.
Do you know Karate Man?
Well, did Elvis?
No. But
We don't know, right?
thanks, Elvis Presley.
I don't look like this fucking guy.
See? That's Caillou, and fuck Caillou.
He was a real prick.
Well, we can agree, right? Caillou was a piece of
He
shit.
was a piece of
He's a
shit.
poor man's Charlie
He didn't have
Brown.
any friends. Remember he alienated like all his friends?
Here's my biggest
He was a
thing.
piece of shit.
Here's my biggest thing. Like, I watched a lot of the cartoons my kid watched when he was a kid. Like, Caillou's a pussy.
Yeah.
Like, he was a bitch. Like, I fucked this pussy kid.
Yeah. He wasn't nice.
I feel like, what do they call that? I feel like he had gentle parents.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah. I feel like Caillou got a lot of,
Don't do that.
I feel like got a lot of timeouts and not enough ass
Yeah,
whippings.
but he was like pinching Rosie, and he was just being a dick.
Literally, I have no idea what's happening. Like, I don't even know what they're talking
I
about.
assume it was the start of the downfall of programming, you know.
I thought you meant of the show.
Nah, to get everyone on that
I mean, that,
bandwagon, you know, make them soft.
yeah,
Make 'em
kind of, yeah. I always felt like he was a pussy.
Marry, fuck, kill time.
Even Daniel DeStefano said yes, he was a massive dickhead.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Fuck Caillou.
All right, so I have popular like actresses, whatever, with the name Lisa. So I have Lisa Bonet.
Oh.
I have, before she died, Lisa Marie Presley.
Oh.
And I have Lisa Loeb. Because I knew Lisa Kudrow would get killed across the board because nobody likes her in Friends.
Incorrect. My favorite.
Well, tough shit.
Oh, I want to kill two of them.
Yeah, same.
Two?
I want to kill three of them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. You want to start or you want me to start?
Go ahead, because I'm debating.
I'm debating. Are you still debating? Do you have any idea what you're going to do?
I really.
You don't want to fuck any of them? Dude, Lisa Marie Presley, right after she leaves Elvis, is a fucking smoke show.
It's Elvis's face. I can't.
Yeah, but let me
That's why.
Oh, it's the daughter, not the mother.
Yeah, not Priscilla.
It is Elvis's
It's
face.
his face.
Oh, I don't like any of these bitches.
That's what I mean.
Holy shit. In my head, it was Priscilla.
Right.
And I was like,
Priscilla.
woo!
No.
And then, like, you gotta understand, fucking Michael Jackson touched her boobies.
Check your phone. I sent you like young and old.
I'd rather fuck Bonet's daughter because she's half Lenny Kravitz.
That's fair. All right. Dead silence as we check.
Hang on.
I don't even have it yet.
should be there.
Fucking
All
Dan
right,
Stefano is sending me pictures from his fucking slushy machine.
I liked Lisa Bonet for 1 minute, you know? Back then.
No, I
it
got
was like, she's just got too...
Political and weird.
Not even. She didn't even say much. That's what she just...
I'm
just
ready.
show up for the camera.
Oh, it's fuck, marry, kill, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna fuck a Presley.
Okay.
There's some swing in that thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Lisa Loeb
Okay.
because the song's annoying, but she seems fun.
Yeah.
And like I could handle her long term, I think. And I'm dumb. Bonet can just fuck right off.
Alrighty.
It's a good analogy.
David, are you killing all of them?
Well,
She's a musician, man. That was my thing. Like she,
Which
you know.
David? This one.
Well, no, you're David.
All right, yeah, I would go that route, I guess, if I have to go somewhere.
Same as
I would
Vex?
kill them all. Yeah.
Are you killing them all?
But Lisa Loeb,
No. If I did Lisa Loeb,
you
like,
could
I
kill
gave
them
her-
all. It's an option. There's a whole record
Lisa
about it.
Loeb doesn't deserve death. Put it that way.
And the Presley is dead, right? Yeah, she's dead. I want to fuck her because, like, you know,
So David's the same as your choices.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Lisa Bonet.
Mm.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's good.
You ever see that weird movie she was in with Robert De Niro and Mickey Rourke?
Mickey Rourke.
Angel Heart?
Mm-hmm.
She's hot.
She's still hot when she's in fucking High Fidelity.
Yes.
And that's
But-
like 99
But
or
she's
2000.
straight dime in that movie.
Yeah, but you know how big her fucking pubic region
And
is?
there's a really weird
I know she's never
and
shaved.
creepy demonic fuck scene in that movie with her and Mickey Rourke, and it's weird, but it kind of does it for me.
Okay, you can fuck her. I'm not
So
judging.
who are you marrying, Dave?
Lisa Loeb.
Oh, okay. Because she's like wholesome, right?
Right, glasses do it for me.
Musician.
And she plays piano and shit, and I feel like we could write cool tunes.
See, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. And then Elvis is dead.
So is the daughter.
Yeah, she's getting whacked.
I'd fuck her though. I'd just to say I fucked her.
I mean, yeah, but nah.
Fuck the king's daughter.
Yeah. Get to see my little Elvis.
Daniel said all talk and explanation parenting, meaning Kylie's parents, I think.
No idea what we're talking about. Do you guys remember Dred Zeppelin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What happened to Dred Zeppelin?
Hopefully nothing good.
An Elvis impersonator singing all the Zeppelin tunes.
So,
In reggae.
Is it?
Yeah, it's reggae.
I did
They're
all of
reggae.
it.
Yeah, pretty much. They're all
I didn't know it was reggae.
Yep, it's all reggae.
there was years ago, and they were around for a while, I think, but there was a band that did
Black Sabbath.
No, they did metal covers of Beatles songs.
Beatallica.
No. While dressed up as stormtroopers. And they called themselves Ringo Death Star.
Yeah.
All right. We never finished this, and I'm going to call one of my ex-wives, not a cunt one. She's a cool one. You met her. Her dog bit you.
Who's that, Dawn?
Yeah. Now, she might not be able to answer because she's at work. But if she can answer, how many days can you spend in the room for the fucking $10,000 a day?
I'm out day one, dude. I'm not into it.
Dave, you could even do like a minute.
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't spend
No, but you need a day for the 10
You
grand.
could do a day, Dave. You're covered.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, 10 grand. Give me $1 million for that, right?
No, but you could put time in. You can get to $1 million.
I ain't doing it.
That's 100
Your
days.
call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, unavailable. So could you do any days at all?
Those suits, you get hot in them tie-back suits, you know?
Eventually, you're going to have to shit.
There's a bathroom.
You can leave the room.
You think there's roaches
Are
in
the
there?
roaches in the bathroom?
Yeah,
Are you going to
everywhere.
crawl in my asshole
They're
while I
everywhere.
poop?
I can hover.
Is my fucking stink star going to open up and have a fucking Madagascar cockroach in my beehole? Because I'm not into that.
They don't fly.
But they crawl really well.
Oh, lay eggs.
I could. Yeah, but that's the thing. They're not going to lay eggs in me.
They could lay eggs in your asshole. You would have asshole eggs
Okay.
of a cockroach.
Number one,
Not while you're pooping.
even if there's eggs in my asshole, I'm going to poop tomorrow. So before the egg could hatch, it's going to push it out.
Right, you don't know that.
I poop every day.
Daniel said pooper crawlers.
Yeah, fucking turd.
All right, shit your pants. Be a man.
I would. I'd shit my pants.
Shit your pants.
Be a man. He doesn't know what's going on.
You don't know about the Be a Man Mafia?
Oh, I know all about it.
I post it every day.
Be a man.
He never watches my shit. He don't care.
No, I watched that. Guys.
Do you? He is
Let me
funny.
tell you, that's all I wake up to every day is both of your nonsenses.
Yeah, because it's night work. So yeah.
So I sleep all day, and I wake up at 5 p.m. and it's like 37 new messages. And I'm like, oh,
These guys are assholes.
they're all nonsense from these two fuckers.
Why is
Hooray.
this bitch awake at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Huh?
Like, why is this bitch awake at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I wonder all the time. Like, I send shit while I'm at work, and she responds. And I'm like, why are you awake?
3, 4, 5.
My mom didn't sleep for a decade once. The change of life hit her hard.
Yeah?
She was very mean. Like, my mom was super nice, and then one day became a cunt. And I didn't know. I'm a little kid. I'm like, why is mommy so mean?
This lends a lot of insight into your marriage.
10 years. Just mean. And if I woke up to piss at 3 o'clock in the morning, her light down the hallway was on and she was reading. And I was like, doesn't this bitch sleep? Did not sleep for 10 years. 10 years.
10 years, man.
Probably did cat naps when I was in school. I don't know.
I stopped texting you in the morning when all your friends chimed in, like, what's this fucking guy doing up?
Oh, I don't care.
You were up at weird times. Are you still getting up at weird times? Or have you settled into being
all the
a
time.
retired gentleman?
No, all the time. I get like 4 hours.
So how close are you to the sale now?
This guy has to get a place because
he has a problem.
His building somewhere, and his mother came and like, I gotta get him out. It's like, well, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So it might be quick. I might hear something today. I don't know.
Congratulations.
So nothing's signed yet, but it looks really good.
There you go.
Asking price? You think?
Yeah. Well, I lowered it because I was getting no action.
That
I had
sucks.
to. It don't matter. It's still 3 times what I paid for.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah,
that's
make
really
it-
good.
It's
As
helping.
soon as it goes under contract, somebody's going to swoop in with a cash offer 20 grand higher, and it's going to be at a subsidiary of BlackRock.
Who, by the way, bought all the DNA
Yeah.
for
of course.
$1 billion.
Didn't see that one coming. And when I say I didn't see that one coming,
We saw
I mean,
it a
I
mile
saw
away.
it immediately when I heard it was a thing 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah, and that shocks
we
me.
can trace your ancestry through DNA.
Knew it right away, right?
Somebody's stealing that shit
No,
immediately.
when they busted that kid for rape because his aunt put it in,
yeah.
and I was like, holy shit, they're really checking this shit. You know that story?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they designed it for that so they can say this is why we're doing it. The same with the tracking. It's like, oh, for speeding, and it's all for control.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you get really too dangerous in the world, they have your DNA, so really they can just kill you.
They
and
take
clone
you to a balcony. Yeah.
They're not going to clone us. They don't care enough.
Not
We're
us.
not a thing.
Not us.
God, could you imagine if we did
But-
get cloned?
But if you did a DNA test,
Well, you made a son. He's just as fucked up as you are.
Yes.
if you did one when you were 14 and you became some type of ridiculous radical political advocate, 15 years down the road, what's to say that they can't fucking take your DNA, make a new you that's subservient to their whims, and wipe the real you the fuck out?
Of course.
How do they grow them quicker?
That's a thing. You can do that.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah. Like the pods, all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
all real.
Yeah, it is.
It's all real.
It is. Believe it.
You can grow a person in like a year.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the thing, dude.
Anyway, I have no comment with that sentence. Limp Bizkit files a $200 million lawsuit alleging non-payment of royalties in over 20 years.
From who?
The record company. You're going to tell me people don't stream Limp Bizkit music?
You do.
No. Generally, I own the records. I have to stream shit. I'm just saying. No, it's a thing. They're nostalgic. Dude, I watched the Reagan movie. Did you see that yet? It's not good. Don't watch it.
It's not good.
No, it's shot poorly, and if it's not lit well, I got problems.
So they're suing?
But you watch The Room.
And tiptoes.
I didn't do Tiptoes.
Yes, you did.
I didn't bring it to the program, but I didn't bring it.
I was.
You brought it.
You need to stop fucking yelling.
You fucking jerk.
Loud noises!
Grand gestures.
Acting.
Acting! I don't know why we're yelling!
All right, Brick.
Rick killed a guy.
I saw that.
The trident.
You might want to lay low for a
Where'd
while.
you get a grenade, Rick? I don't know.
And then he was like, with the other guys laughing at them. He's like, you're on the wrong side. Get back over here. He's,
I like the fight scene because everybody else is.
Daniel said, I love land.
Amen.
Do you really love lamp, or you just say you love things in the room?
I love carpet.
He has the grenade, and everybody else is like fighting with ninja weapons, and he's just running through the crowd with the grenade out, just yelling, just ah! Brick killed the guy. I didn't mean to talk to you about that, Brick. You probably lay low for a while. You probably wanted for murder.
Then he had a retarded wife in the second one. Retarded. Retarded.
Oh, Brick.
You not an Anchorman fan?
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
All right, shot, man.
One for the road.
60% of the time, all the time.
Shots McGee.
This is my third. I usually do three.
You did more than that before.
Yeah.
He's spacing it out pretty nicely, though.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So Limp Bizkit's suing for their royalties. Any thoughts?
I want their royalties.
Daniel said he's pretty good in that show, The Morning Show.
What the fuck are we talking about?
What's his
Rick?
Carell.
Carell's still a thing? I thought he retired from The Office.
He did retire from the office, and now he's a spokesperson.
Not for Carella.
No, for a coffee company that I may or may not be affiliated with.
What's up, buddy?
When they do that, is that a guitar player still involved with them?
Oh, he's been back for 20 years.
Really?
2005 he came back.
Wes Borland?
So you think they're going to get their money?
See how up to date I am?
They're going to get a settlement is what's going to happen. You come out and you say you want $200 million. No, but that's the thing. They're not up to date. That was my point in the Reagan movie.
Yeah.
Dude, the singer from Creed is playing like a young Sinatra in the movie. Just for 1 second.
Scott Stapp.
And here's the problem. Scott, he is doing movements like he's in Creed. Like he's wearing a suit from back then. They slick back his hair and he's like, and I'm like, you look like you're in Creed. Try to act like someone else.
Acting!
They'd be better off getting the dude from the Lost Boys who's playing saxophone.
Yeah, that dude's awesome.
Remember that guy?
Oh, I remember that dude. There's a documentary about him too.
He still plays.
Michael fucking Gregory.
Better late than never.
Under new policy of no phones on the floor, I'm now using my poo break to see how the group decided on the chicken Big Mac.
The what?
Oh, the half chicken, half
Big Mac?
no, is it? I thought it was
I don't know, look.
hot dog and beef.
Oh, the hot burger.
Stop talking about it.
I didn't bring it up.
I'm canceling Michael Gregory. Take him off the table.
So no phones on the floor. He can't wear earbuds and listen to the
I hide in
program.
the office bathroom all the time with my phone because we're not allowed to hide.
I used to go to the office
I hide in
bathroom
the bathroom all
and
the
just fucking sleep on the fucking toilet like back in the day. But when I had a day job, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
I see from being out.
Back in the 70s, bad times.
time. Back in the 70s. You're not that old. Dude.
Pretty old, bro.
You did not have a job in the 70s.
You don't know.
I do.
You guys do math good.
Yeah.
You're good with the math.
You're 5 years older than me, bro.
I remember the 70s.
Yeah,
I was a coal miner for a little while, bro.
You were not.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, maybe you were, but not in the 70s. My grandpa was.
I meant like 79.
I worked in a coal plant.
I spent a lot of time at a junkyard in 79.
My grandpa was a coal miner. Like 50 years.
50 years?
Yep.
Do you want to do anything for 50 years except play music?
No, fuck that.
I like-
Which town?
It's
David's like, I worked with that guy.
No, it's
I forget the name of the town. It's
like up near.
just east of Pittsburgh. My dad's family is all out west.
A lot of gays over there.
Daniel said you developed the black lung.
I got the black lung.
Oh, fuck.
New Jersey.
Michael Gregory said I slept in the bathroom on our old 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. shifts just to be on the floor at 7 when management arrived.
Don't your legs fall asleep? Because that would happen to me. I stopped taking my pants down and just sat.
God, you're vulnerable when you're naked in the sleep. I mean,
And no, I feel like if you attack me and my dick's out, it's weirder for you. Like, I'll start shaking it like a sword.
I don't know about people like that would be into something like that, but I would prefer not to fight it naked, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be like,
my personal
this is no fun. It's
no
like,
naked
can you pull
fighting.
up your britches before we fight? That'd be nice.
No
My britches.
trousers. I like the word trousers.
I like trouser sneak.
Yeah. I think when I fart and I call it trouser geese.
Trouser trout.
Trouser trout.
It's strong.
I thought of the Eddie Murphy joke. He's like, when we were little, we didn't have jacuzzi, so we would fart in the tub.
It's a thing. Farts smell worse in the shower. Not sure why.
Depends what you eat, sir.
Nah, just
No, literally, it's how it works. It's like the things you put in your body, it turns out.
Hey, it's overrated.
I eat a lot of grapes.
I hope so, because now you have more.
Milk Hard Mike said Vex uses the word dungarees.
I do! Bro, I went to fucking grade school, right? And I was raised by old people. I didn't know. And then we have like a dress down day. And I like raised my hand. I'm like, can we wear our dungarees on Friday? And
Loser!
And the other kids are like,
loser!
the fuck did you say? And I'm like, you know, dungarees. And they're like, you mean jeans? And I'm like, what are jeans?
Did you wear corduroy pants ever?
No, I was never poor.
Is that what that means? Oh, boy.
Well, no, from my generation. So check it out. Mathematically, no, listen. So you had corduroys. So in the 80s, if I'm still wearing your corduroys, that's a hand-me-down, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you would know it because the helmet would have changed. They had
The
football. They
helmet?
had football helmets sewn on the back of these jeans, like patch.
Okay.
So it was Eagles, Giants, and Jets. Those were the green corduroy pants.
Were you
had a
ever?
Jet helmet. So if you had it in the 80s, you would have had the old helmet, and they say those are handy.
No, owning corduroys is the problem. Like, so that's a 70s staple.
I looked at it like these are warmer than dungarees.
You can't say dungarees. They'll mock you
Well,
in
then we did.
third grade in Philadelphia in 1983.
I like that of all the shit we say on the air of this program, you're like, you can't say dungaree.
Bro.
And that's where I draw the line, sir. I draw the line at dungarees.
I,
Johnny Knox said, good morning, everyone.
Better late than never. How are you, sir?
hey, John, I was raised in a classroom, the same kids for 8 years, a pack of jackals. Like they were cunts from hell. Anything you said or did that they could mock, they would turn on you, which made me a pretty good podcast host, truthfully.
Bro, I went to school in a tiny, tiny place. And where I went to school, we had one elementary school, one middle school, one high school. I was in the same class with some of them same fuckers for 12 years.
Me too.
Wow.
Yeah, I had 12-year people. I did. I had 8 years was boys and girls. I went to high school, was an all-male Catholic high school. So then I had some of those guys in my class for 4 years. I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this. I was the tallest one, which I didn't know was a thing when you're 13. But when you went to high school, I got respect, and they were cunts. And like all of a sudden, the little cocky motherfucker's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, weren't you a dick to me last year? You know what I mean? Like, it changed.
8th grade to 9th grade. I think I grew
Changes.
5 inches.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm a man, and they're still fucking children. And I'm like,
I think it was my sophomore year that really happened. I obviously never grew height-wise because I'm not tall. But, like, I remember, like, if I look back on pictures, like, at 14, like, going into freshman year, I look like a child. And then by 15, I can do this.
yeah, I still can't do that.
Yeah. Like, literally in a year, like, I had a beard.
I can grow a full back hair beard, I'm sure, if I didn't
That's
fucking
hot.
shave
Oh,
it.
the back sweater.
Oh, it's so bad.
Is it?
As it
That
leaves
bad?
the top of your head, it takes root
Do
elsewhere.
you use the stick?
No, I make women shave my back.
Poo stick? You have a poo stick for shaving your back?
I have a
Hang
stick.
out-
I do have a stick for
You
shaving my
hang out
back.
with midgets that let you borrow their poo stick to shave your back.
I make women shave my back. That's what I do.
You need a sheath, like the sword of
How
baseball.
long-
I have it. I have it.
How long into a viable relationship before you bring up the
No. Never someone I'm fucking. I have I have a myriad of friends.
Have you ever shaved his back?
No, she's married to someone else. It's against the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be naked in a room with somebody else's
If
wife.
he was like an
Has
invalid-
Tater Rainey ever shaved your back?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, I just designed a thing in my head when you said that. You know, where you have it up against the wall and you just hit the button and you can go up against it and do the old bear.
They have
scratching.
a shaver stick already.
Oh, they do.
I have the stick. I'll go get it. I have it.
Oh, I don't
The
know.
handle folds
Yeah,
out.
exactly. And you-
It doesn't really work.
Folds out like this.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I have it. And then I gave one to my bald friend who needed one. Because I bought two because it was cheaper.
Hey, bangers.
It folds out like like when you're
Daniel
Just
said
keep talking. I'm gonna go find it.
Vex requires a post-nut shaving, LOL.
like when you're doing like yard work and you have like one of those like tree limb saws that it literally looks like that. The locking mechanism is the same.
So it doesn't come back and get you.
Yeah.
Safety.
It's a thing, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, safety first
Sure.
or third.
I was thinking that too on Wells. It's like little kids playing with a gun without the safety on.
Yeah, no, that's not.
That's you guys.
Milk Carton Lane
Little
said
bit.
next on the Vex Podcast, discussing Diddy back shaving parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Whoa. What the hell? It's medieval.
Double blades for her pleasure. Here,
I
check it
feel
out.
like it should be longer.
It's been cleaned a lot. I'm a crazy person.
I'm good.
Then there's a brush in there
He's
for
like,
cleaning.
nah.
You wanted to see it? Here it is. That's a back shaver.
I feel like you couldn't get that far. Like I feel like I was still.
I have good reach.
All right, so Michael Gregory had said about
Then you do it this way.
Diddy
You get
back
tangled
shaving
in my
party.
hair.
Can you listen to
I can't identify.
Thank you.
My fuck. Yeah.
Right, it is. Whether it's broke or not. Michael Gregory had said about the Diddy back shaving party, and then Johnny Mac piggybacked on that and said there actually is no back shaving involved because they're all under 12.
Oh, he's not wrong.
That's a
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Poor Beaver.
Like, yeah, he's fucked up.
Did you see the clip of the guy that got off the plane and they said, oh, he came from a Diddy party and could barely walk? I guess he's a famous rapper.
The Meek Mill, I think.
I think
And then they showed him in the swimming pool,
that was weird.
pulling his butthole.
He's like this.
Yeah.
He's walking in so
Because he got
much
his
that he just
asshole
left.
blown
Yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah.
That's what
And
was
he was hanging in the pool, and Diddy was trying to talk to him, and he was so discombobulated, but he was like cooling off his butthole.
nasty.
Yeah.
Who does shit?
It's almost worth Diddy trying to fuck me so I could kill him with my bare hands. It's almost worth it.
Here's the
Because
thing, though.
I want to see you try.
But you'd be so incapacitated by the drugs.
I
they
don't
stuck
take
in.
drugs.
They didn't take them willingly all the time either.
Right.
They got drugged, dude.
No.
That guy
So
was
if I come to and I have to get my butthole sewed up, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. I'm sorry, Rob Halford. You're dead now. I'm going to go to jail and have your blood all over my face. Like, it's just, that's the way it is. I can't have it. Like, you fuck me, cool. You're dead now. That's our gig.
While you were murdering that person, would you be singing "This Is the Painkiller"?
This is the painkiller. Yeah. Love that song, though. To be fair, he was sober when he recorded that, so that was post-reaping.
I mean, we think.
We would never say,
We'd never imply, even infer,
in any capacity,
anywhere on this podcast.
that perhaps Rob Halford may or may not have sodomized Janie Lane, not to the point of his demise, but he did drink himself to death later.
Because of this. I mean, it's a thing.
And now we're running for office with that slogan.
Fuck them all to death.
Oh, say it the way you mean it.
Fuck them all to death!
Thank you. Last topic. American Psycho ending finally explained by director-writer after 25 years.
I didn't get a chance to look at this, and I'm very curious. I did
Have you seen American Psycho, the film?
about 9 trillion times.
How about you, David?
Never.
You've never seen it. It's a good movie.
Johnny Mac had said Diddy went to the Rob Halford School of Sodomy. I am going to screenshot.
It's the Clive Davis School of Sodomy, but very, very good.
Yeah, because Diddy got famous somehow. I think Diddy got diddled first.
I remember hearing the audio of him fucking Meek Mills. Like,
Wasn't he like, take that.
Submit to me.
submit to me! Oh my god! Shannon fucking Sharp! Submit to me! You know what kind of I am?
Yo, what the fuck, dude? That's a real.
And I've had a lot of weird sex. I don't think I ever said to submit to me.
Same.
I'm going to use that today. Tonight I'm going to break that in, but submit to me.
Get my back hair shaved while you're at it.
Hey, man. Don't knock it.
No. Excalibur.
I can't have it. I can't go out like at a beach with my back hairy. I can't do it. It makes me very sad.
That bothers you?
Yeah.
Do you break out from it though?
Oh no, my skin's fucking no. I use a clipper.
Oh, okay.
Brrrr. Fucking
Do
awesome.
you have just some weird aversion to hair in general?
I guess so. But
The two of us sitting here right now just bother you because we are here.
no. Me. Anybody can do whatever the fuck they want. Me. I don't want back hair. It's disgusting to me. Now, I currently have a little bit of chest hair, but that's going to come off in a day or two when I shave. You know what I mean? But it's not
No,
my
I
thing.
don't know what you mean.
See,
Because
Johnny Mac, we don't do that either. He shaves everything.
Yeah.
no,
In the summertime, he
I
gets
just
lights on.
don't do that.
I would never do my legs. I do my arms because of the tattoos, but I would never do my legs. That's like pushing it. Like I need something. Look at Dave's just like judging with his eyes.
No judgment.
I mean, do what you want. I don't care, but that feels like a lot of work for an unnecessary end.
No family, no children. I'm fine.
I admire the honesty.
Well, good for you.
Oh, dude, that's someone the podcast. I would say things on this show I would never say in life. I fucked a Nazi by mistake. Would never ever have been a party story, but on the podcast,
Incorrect. First off,
Don't say
incorrect.
dungarees. Don't say dungarees.
Can't say
don't say
dungarees.
dungarees. The London broil and Fidel Castro's okay.
Vagina looked like Fidel Castro eating a London broil.
I laughed for weeks at that one.
I can't take credit for that. That was Stephen Lynch.
It was fun.
It's pretty good though. Well, all right, the show's over, but we're gonna keep going for a minute. American Psycho. The question was at the end of the film: was it all in his head, or did he really kill a bunch of people? Because he like calls his attorney and he tries to confess.
Yeah.
And the attorney's like, you didn't kill so-and-so. I just fucking saw him and had lunch with him last week. So you didn't kill that guy. I don't like this joke anymore. Click. Right? The director-writer has revealed he did in fact kill a bunch of people, but because he's losing his mind, it's not how it looks to him. Like, remember when he shot the police car and it blew up?
Yeah.
He didn't shoot a police car, but in his mind he did.
Right.
And when he killed the hooker and she runs down the hallway and she's banging on the doors, it didn't go down that way. But he had invented this huge scenario.
It's my favorite scene of that whole movie.
That part's real, it turns out.
When he's just so over the top, psycho, egotistical that as he's banging a $2 hooker, he has to turn and look at himself in the mirror.
Do this.
And like,
He's like, now in your life, have you ever done that?
nope,
I totally have.
that doesn't shock me at all.
It's nice.
It's not.
It is. You don't know my life. I have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
Only
clips
one
of the movie,
STD ever.
but I never watched it. But when you explain it, it reminds me of a prelude to the whole MK Ultra thing. You know what I mean?
Well, it's way after MK Ultra. It's like,
No, I'm saying all of these actors, they don't know reality from, and with the whole word snap you into a frenzy. That's what
It's
that
a
is.
joke. I saw a joke the other day, but along the same lines, it struck me as like kind of fucked up. Two guys sitting at a table. He's like, "Do you want to see a hypnosis trick?" And his buddy's like, "Yeah." And you know what I'm going to do, right? He goes, "Do me a favor. Count to 5." And the dude starts counting. He goes, "When you count to 5, I'm going to snap my fingers." The dude counts to 5, and he goes, "You've forgotten about ever being gay." The dude goes, "I'm not gay." He's like, "See, it worked."
But I'm not gay. No, you forgot.
He's like, "No, you just forgot."
I got pictures.
Like,
All right,
that's,
Diddy.
That's
Hey,
fucked.
that is me.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
It is.
Like on the surface, it's a funny joke, but if you think about like the psychological implications behind that, like that's kind of messed up.
No, that's not that messed up. You can be gay. Be gay. If I was gay, I'd be gay. But I happen to not be gay.
I know you're gay.
I'm not, though.
It's okay.
No. That's fine. I'm gay. No problem. Leave me alone with your wife.
I'm
No
a deeply
problem.
closeted gay man.
As a deeply closeted gay. How closeted am I? Have you looked around?
No, fucking Norm went on Conan. That's what he said. When he's like, "You had something you wanted to talk about." He's like, "It turns out I'm a deeply closeted gay man." he's like, but you just told every. He's like, "No, I'm closeted. I'm not gay. What?
I wouldn't say that. I like women.
Killed a guy."
I thought it was common knowledge. We're going to go off for a long time about this. He went on The View, and he looks at Barbara Walters in the face. He's like, Bill Clinton killed a guy.
Oh,
right?
He tried to bring up politics, and he's like, "Well, I can't vote for Clinton because he killed a guy."
And he's Canadian, so he really can't vote for Clinton.
And then they're like, literally, they are so upset about what because he won't let it go.
I love it.
Because he's Norm,
Yeah, he's
and
the
so
best.
he does the Norm thing where he just beats it to
Beats
death
it,
and
yeah.
won't let it go.
Last comment before we log off, because I gotta go. Michael Gregory, how can a man that is more into sparkles than Elton John be gay?
I mean, that sounds like funky logic to me, but okay.
I have great taste.
Yeah. But yeah. So they bring up pot, and he won't let it go. He's like, "Well, Clinton killed a guy."
That's great.
And to the point that one of them, I forget who it is like, I thought you were supposed to be funny. Meanwhile,
That was Barbara Walters.
Meanwhile, I'm watching this and laughing hysterically because they are. You can
And
see
Star,
them physically upset.
Star Jones got the joke, and she wasn't really a left person, so she thought it was fucking funny.
It's great.
Yeah, it was great.
Remember the ESPYs? That was the best. With the award, like, that was the best.
He was the host, bro.
Yeah. It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode number 261 of the Vex and Vex Podcast. Morning Radio 93. Dave, thank you.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Cobalt Zero, thank you.
My pleasure.
The whole, thank you, darling.
As always.
The Vex and Vex Podcast is available on the Podbean application on your phone under the Loud and Loaded Network. Hold on, I gotta do the sign-off song, so speak amongst yourselves.
Hold on before you do that.
Yeah.
Tonight at the Tennessee Beer Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, you can come see myself with Lords of Asgard. You can see our dear friends in Gutter Royale. And closing out the night, we can see our friends in the very possibly mighty Meat Plow at the Elephant Talk Autism Benefit at the Tennessee Beer Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Tonight. Is that gonna work? Running for president.